Welcome, welcome, and welcome. We're gonna wait for some of you more guys to get up in here so we can start this show. I know we're a little early today. Yeah. We're early. But it's like that sometimes. Hey, my love. Hey, Miss Leo. Hey, Regina. Welcome. Hello, queens. We coming, guys. We are coming. Hey, Jack. What's up, baby? Hey, Lisa. Welcome. While y'all waiting, don't forget to hit the like. Hey, Jim. What's up, King? Well, we're going to start. We can ready to start with that stinking Sheba. Now, all of a sudden, oh my God. Hey, Shy. Hey, Edwin. Thank you, Ewan. I appreciate you. I truly do. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Now, the bad thing, they cut Solar Live off. He was getting good. But they cut it short. But I'm still gonna stay on top of it just in case he go back live again. But they starting to report his channel. Natureboy Little Minions. They're reporting his channel. Yeah, I hit you back, sweetie. I hit you back. Like I told you guys, let me just tell you guys, my mods ain't no joke. But I also have to remember, YouTube itself, be careful what you write in the chat. YouTube itself holds your comment for review. YouTube itself does that. So if my mods tell you to please watch what you say, that's because YouTube itself held the comment. So they only letting you know so the channel will not get flagged. But YouTube itself, and all of you guys know this already because this is nothing new. It's nothing new. Please don't take it personal. Don't take it as an attack. But my mods don't play. My mods are the mods. They don't play. They don't F around. And they do their job. And y'all already know. I don't care where you go. Mods don't play. And us people don't. Well, I don't go against the mods. The mods are the mods. They have a job. They don't know you to dislike you. They don't know you to pick on you, and neither do I. So it ain't nothing personal. But please follow the rules YouTube, you rules and regulations. Please follow YouTube rules. But I get it. Sometimes, y'all dislike what they're saying so much. Like Nature Nut and the rest of them that sometimes y'all, y'all just start writing. I get it. I get it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it is something wrong with that. Just be careful. Get fancy. We keep telling you guys, show up the show. Get creative. Now let's start with Sheba, the mother of the year. Let's start with Sheba, the mother of the year. She's the mother of the year, baby. We all aspire to be just like her. We want to be just like you, Sheba. You, I'm telling you, y'all people let them back in. Just know they gonna run back to Nature Boy. Y'all should have made them stay right in that house. If they all want to speak up for Nature Boy, y'all should have all stayed right in that damn house and spoke. Don't be coming bringing that to other people's house. What's wrong with y'all? Bringing that mess to other people's house. But let's go.
My higher self, I'm so thankful for this knowledge of self, for this divine knowledge of self and understanding.
Boy,
And
she low.
I want to bring this message today to help somebody else, enlighten somebody else, proclaim the kingdom, understanding that you are God, you are the source of your reality. This message was very much inspired by all of the shit talking online. No, this message was very much inspired by the audacity of people. But I feel like, it's very important. Sometimes I've always had to reflect on myself, but what I when I have, I've thought to myself, wow, like that moment you should have spoke up, that moment you should have spoke up, in this moment you should have spoke up. um
Um,
but right now, I decided to follow through with that. When I hear that from, it's like something in me is telling me do it. I know it's my higher self,
mm-hmm.
because if a message is coming through me, I definitely don't want to block that message. I am a message. You are a message. You didn't
Ain't no
come here
damn
for no
message.
reason. And I want to say this before I get into it. You are all of humanity in one human. So whatever you got going on, that is blocking you from being you and expressing yourself and publicly, I know it's a very difficult people to do that publicly, but whatever is blocking you from doing that, release that. Let that go, because you never know. Like, you being that message, you putting yourself in a position to be the change and live it and let them see it. That's everything. You know what I'm saying? And of course it's gonna get you in trouble. Of course it's gonna get people's attention. People not gonna like you when you speaking the truth. People are gonna, have a lot of negative things to say about you. They're gonna focus in on everything that doesn't matter and distracts from what you're saying. But at the end of the day, it's for you. Don't worry about what anybody else has to say, but truly remain true to yourself, authentic to yourself. And you doing that just sets an example and shows other people that, look, yeah, you could talk mess about me, but at least I'm being true and authentic with myself. What are you doing? Is because that's all I'm trying to get you to do. Look, you ain't gotta like me. Do you like yourself? You don't have to accept me. Do you accept yourself? Because I'm not asking for your approval, your validation, your confirmation. All I'm saying is, look in the mirror.
Luminous Oak has been a go to.
What is the purpose of her saying you ain't gotta like me, you gotta like yourself? Girl, what's the purpose of this? What are you saying? Absolutely nothing. All this let me cape for Nature Night and saying absolutely nothing. You ain't saying nothing. Nothing. You ain't really saying nothing. Nothing. But let's go.
You do that. I just want to make you think so that you can have um that understanding when you go and you do study yourself and you do get into, knowing who you are and understanding yourself deeper, and you can keep that awareness, because not a lot of people are speaking about divine knowledge itself. Most time in this day and age, it's just a lot of things that are distracting you from yourself, not getting in tune with yourself. Although a lot of people are awakening and people are coming into the Christ conscious and understanding that I am everything, and people are seeming to be more spiritual. At the end of the day, the truth is all the only thing that
Hey,
matters.
Angel.
And if you are spending your time and your energy elsewhere, I just encourage you to go deeper instead of going into all these things that take you away from what's real. Go towards what is uncomfortable, if that means that you're going towards your growth and what is going to help you develop your mind, your soul, because nothing else matters. I know it feels like all this other stuff matters, but it doesn't. With that being said, I want
Nothing is
to
being said.
speak on,
What?
like I said, I was inspired to do this video because of the audacity of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Audacity.
I don't understand. Sometimes I don't understand the way people's mind work. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you put yourself, first of all, you a grown person,
Mm-hmm.
and you said, I'm gonna come over here into this man's life because
Mm-hmm.
I like what he's doing,
Mm-hmm.
and I respect what he's doing. I want to come
Mm-hmm.
over there. I want to join him. I want to help him build that. And then when something doesn't go the way that you thought it was gonna go, now you saying that he's to blame for your experience. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. You
Mm-hmm.
decided to go over there. You're a grown being. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. You decided. You made the choice. Stop releasing accountability. Stop like disregarding responsibility, and that's on principle. Like, you are the only thing that's in existence. You are the observer. Without your observation, nothing exists. Nobody exists without you observing them, which means that they are the perfect character. No matter what type of experience that you had with them, they were the perfect catalyst to show you what needed to be shown about yourself. The more you don't recognize what it is that they were showing you, the more you play the blame game, yeah, the more you miss the whole entire point of the objective of what it was showing you about you, because it was always about you. It was never nobody else. See, you got caught up in relationships and all of that and people over here and over there, and you forgot that it was all about you. It was always about you. There was nothing else. Remember when you set out on that journey by yourself, it was only you.
What if he would
It was
be
only
willing to
you.
that,
And see, you thought it was about other people, but it was
you know,
all about
pretty
you.
much
And you know what happens is we
that he just have
we
time
get
to
into relationships with
beg.
people, even if
Not
it's
So
just,
the police got
friendships or,
it's like a
family
four
relationships,
thousand dollar
whatever it
laptop
is.
from the police.
We meet people, we get to know people, and then our traits start to pop up. Things start getting triggered. Our trauma start getting triggered. Things start getting triggered to where it shows us the very things in us that are like our challenges, our oppositions, and a lot of times, we would say like our demons, and we would have real nigga moments because, like,
Sheba, shut up. The gig is up. The gig is up. The gig is up. The same way y'all trying to do, I gotta find that one. When True was, who was it trying to talk to Tron? And Tron had to remind him, I was there a long time before you. Uh uh you're not tricking me. I know the language very well. This sort of kind of this is what they think they're doing in Solar, but it ain't working. Let me see something. I think it was um Musa and Tron. Not Tron. Yeah, Tron. And Musa had to Tron had to let him know. Yep, this was a good one. We're gonna go back over that because this is what they're trying to do. This is what they're trying to do to to Solar, but it ain't working. It didn't even work on Tron. What makes you think it's going to work on Solar?
A lot of people don't understand that being real with yourself, it takes practice. You know, being vulnerable, being authentic, it takes work. You know, it's not something that we are taught to do or we just do because because we are born into a fake world. We're born into a world where pretty much everybody just lies, and then you end up lying to yourself, you know, to support a belief system that was given to you, and you really didn't think for yourself. You didn't critically think about whether it was true or not, or you know what it was. You just grabbed hold onto it, and now you have such a strong hold on it, and
Bye, girl.
you are triggered when you have to let something go. You know, when you have to let it go, you're triggered and you don't want to. You know, and it's hard for you. It's difficult for you, and you know, everybody that says I want to go on a spiritual journey is making a commitment to heal, making a commitment to reveal. Because if you want to heal, you got to reveal.
So you make a commitment to watch people get abused daily. That's your commitment. You make a commitment to watch such things happen in your face. Is that the commitment that you're talking about? Keeping your mouth shut and watching these things to say, I'm healing? Your commitment means watching so much abuse and keeping your mouth shut. So the commitment is really just keeping your mouth shut. Exactly, Lisa. Your commitment really means keeping your mouth shut and hiding the bones. I don't know how that will make you grow. I would rather not know nothing. I would rather be the dumbest person on earth if I had to watch people get abused the way they got abused. If I had to sit up there and be part of somebody's manifestation of them being a god and abuse of that power, abusing that power, I would rather be the dumbest person ever. All of you guys, people keep saying, well, they all was abused by him. Okay. But according to them they wasn't, right? According to them they wasn't. So what you want us to do? What do you want us to do? Until they say I was abusing, we got your back. But this girl is getting on my nerves as usual. Shut up, Sheba.
So when you get revealed, like when the things in you get revealed, you can't go blaming the person that revealed them. That's like getting in a relationship with somebody, and you know, 2-3 years down the line, you start, you know, y'all start arguing over time, and you're like, dang, if I knew this about you when I got you with you, I wouldn't be with you because because this all this.
He's got it. But I just
Excuse me, ma'am. The reason why you're responding like this has nothing to do with that person. Take responsibility for the way that you respond. The reason why you feel the way that you do, it don't have nothing to do with that person. That person could be wrong. They might be. But the way that you're responding is not justified because that person may be wrong. All they're doing is revealing in you what was already there. Whether it showed up on the first day or 3 years later, they're only revealing to you what was already in you. You might have just not been in the situation to show you. Or maybe it's showing up again because you were.
My name's Marissa. It felt like my belly was tighter. I was like, there she is.
First time you stop blaming other people for what you're feeling or what you're experiencing, and really take accountability for your reality, because that's what this is. It's you. It's why it's so important to study yourself, study your mind, and I'm so thankful for the honorable prophet
You can ask people
Father, Eligio the Christ,
to secure
the
that. He's got it.
articulation
Thank
of
you. God
the
bless.
sciences that he pulls together, and astrology,
That's that
biology,
part.
quantum physics, excuse me, quantum physics, melanin, grounding, pulling all these sciences together, really basically like making a whole entire, if you really want to come into your spirituality, or you want to be spiritual, you're talking about studying your mind, really bringing these sciences together to help everyone understand the mind. You could feel however you want to feel about him, but the knowledge is the truth, is the truth, is the truth. And so when you focus too much on the person, their character flaws, and how you feel, how you feel about their character flaws, because it's really all perspective and how you feel, which is subjective, then you start missing the point of it all. You start missing what the universe is bringing you through this being. You start missing the truth that is right here for you. It's right there for you, and you missing it because you focused on everything that's trying to distract you from it. It's the same thing with what's going on with your environment. In the environment of the United States, your air is being polluted, your water is being polluted, your food is being GMO'd, your what else? You're basically in a box all day. Your time is being consumed with working for an agenda that's not even has no alignment with your soul or what you truly, your purpose is. Um, your attention is going to things that don't matter because everything is trying to distract you from what you truly are, your authentic true self. And that's why going back to nature, getting into with nature is helping you to cleanse yourself of these toxins, of everything that is distracting you from the source of what you are, so that you can reconnect and heal what you've developed in an unnatural world, or a world that is just simply not in harmony with yourself. So when you do that, everything's going to be revealed. But just like I was saying, when you start to hear, pay attention, because when you start to heal or hear a lot of people talking mess about a person, or really, saying a lot of negative things about the person, be careful, because whatever that person's message is, or whatever that person is trying to reveal to people, is being smeared. They did that with Kanye West too. Kanye West was saying a lot of real things, and then they made him out to be crazy and pretty much smeared everything that he was saying. But people people tend to do this. People will jump on the bandwagon too quick because we love drama. We love to feed off negativity. We love that. But be careful of being distracted by thoughts, entities, lower frequency thoughts that are trying to keep you distracted from the message. Keep the knowledge no matter what you do. And this is one thing that I would love to tell myself, if I could go back in time and tell myself certain things, that's one thing that I would constantly repeat to myself, because a lot of things come along in your path to distract you from the truth, to distract you from divine knowledge itself. When you seek in the light, trust me, a lot of stuff is going to come trying to distract you and
Exactly.
pull you back into the
Exactly.
darkness. And you have to be careful with this, because it comes and it acts like it means well. Oh, I really am trying to help people be aware that this person is not a good person, and you shouldn't go over there, you shouldn't listen to this person, you shouldn't da da da. But what is that? Who is that person?
Who are you?
What are they saying? What are they talking about?
Nothing.
Let me look deeper. But a lot of people don't do that. We're A lot of people are surface dwellers, and many of us are not programmed to critically think for ourselves, to look into things deeply, to be like questioning things like, I wasn't there. I wonder what really happened. Or, a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people go with what people say, or, they've heard, and if it's repeated enough times,
So if you believe what you were saying, you would have stayed with the Four Stooges. You would have stayed with the Four Blind Mice. You would not have took your baby and left. If you believe in what you're saying, why are you not there, Sheba? Why are you not there, Sheba? If you believe in what the crap that you're telling us, right? Oh, they go with us. They never was okay, but you were there. You were there, Miss Sheba. So why you not still with them? If y'all so correct, the knowledge is so good, and they are, if you wasn't scared for your son because you know something ain't good in that Kool-Aid. Something ain't right with the Kool-Aid, baby. That's why you left. She left because she was scared. She was scared. So everything she says now makes no sense. Absolutely no sense at all. It makes none. Nada. Because you left. We don't believe the four blind mice neither. We don't believe the four horsemen. But at least they stayed. They believe in him enough that they stayed. You left. You took your son and left. So what are you trying to say? Well, I left, but I'm still going to protect him. No, you left. Why ain't with your sisters? If what you're saying is so true, you want to lead us to believe this bullcrap that you're saying, but you left too. You left too. So because you're not speaking nothing negative, that make you leaving okay. That makes you leaving make him look innocent. No, you leave and make him look just as guilty. Hey, Miss Rod, it makes you look just as guilty. It make his case look just as guilty because you left with a kid. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Must be the truth. So you have to be careful because the message gets smeared up in all of that distraction because the evil one, your lower self, doesn't want you to know the truth because it wants to have your attention. If your attention goes to the truth and it goes to what you truly are and being authentic to yourself, then you no longer give your energy to what's not, what doesn't serve you. So it's only you doing this to yourself. You have to remember this. You are the source of this reality. A lot of things come along to try to trick you, tempt you. You know what I'm saying? It's all a game. This is a simulation. Don't get caught up in this fantasy thinking that it's reality and understand what reality truly is. You're living inside of your mind. Be careful not to feed too much into the drama and the gossip. I know we watch it, we all do. We try to, figure out what people talking about, what's going on. But remember to always keep an objective mind. Know that everything that you hear and see, you shouldn't even believe it. I mean, dang, like if you're gonna believe that, then you might as well believe what they said on the news. You might as well believe what they said on, on the radio. You could believe everything. You should believe everything then. Take heed to the fact that you are being constantly bombarded with things that are trying to take your attention. And usually it's trying to veer your attention to what is not truth. Because narrow is the path of righteousness, of truth, understanding. A lot of people don't go down that road. A lot of people stay in their comfort. Wide is the road that people take usually. You know, everybody is pretty much doing the same thing, comfortable with it. That's why the drama get more views than the knowledge because nobody really wants to do any real work, critical thinking. Sit down, let me understand myself. Let me, nobody wants to do that work. Even when you do set out to do that work,
Hey,
is
my
where
Chrissy
your own
boo.
tests come, like your own mind. You're taking it wherever you go. So here you are in another simulation of your own mind, and what you do with what you have, that's who you are, and you can say it to yourself like, yeah, I'm focused, yeah, I'm coming,
Dante, as they should. As they should. I will backslide too. I don't want to be implicated in none of their potential crimes, alleged crimes, as they should. As they should. They've been in a they've been used, abused, beat down, whatever you can name that these people have been through, they've been through. I do not want to sit in jail with him neither. I do not want to be behind bars with him. As they should, Dante. Yeah, she lost her mind, Chrissy. Mm-hmm. She has lost her all of her mind. She ain't saying nothing. Nothing. She ain't really saying nothing. Nothing. She ain't really doing nothing. Nothing. She ain't doing nothing. Abs. She's nothing. Absolutely. I'm sorry the volume is so low, but the volume here is not me that's low, it's their volume that's low. So guys, please turn y'all volumes up. You got that right. I'll be backpedaling. I would be the queen of backpedaling. What? Uh-uh. And then what happened was he mistook mistaken the love for that man's child. See, it's different that they all left their kids, right? But they all enjoyed their kids being newborns. It hurts more when you see something happen to your newborn baby. Your newborn innocent baby. It's eating that man up alive. It's eating him up alive. Eating him up. It's eating him up. Something terrible. As it should. As it should. Is as it should. He now got to go on with the rest of his life knowing that I put this man agenda above my child. And then people may say he didn't protect the kid, but how was he really supposed to protect his child? Zoka was the one carrying the child. Zoka carried the child. Zoka was poking both of them, if you know what I mean. She was poking with the both of them. She was still drinking. She was still smoking. She wasn't, Zoka herself said she didn't have no connection to the baby. Zoka herself did not want to baby. So whatever they did when that baby came out or whatever happened, even if he would have tried to protect her, they would have jumped that man. They would have abused him and jumped him. You know how they're wicked. They're very wicked. So people say you didn't protect the same way Pisces could not protect Sonny. When Sonny was knocked up, he knew for a fact Sonny ain't had no business jumping in that water. He knew Sonny ain't had no business jumping in that water. She was full blown pregnant. Zoka face looks like it's stuck on crying. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. So we got to see it for what it is. He couldn't protect that baby, and he wasn't carrying the baby to protect it. Zoka, Zoka had them 9 months. Zoka abused that baby. Zoka didn't care. We don't know what Zoka was doing to that baby in her belly. I want to hear a little bit of what he's saying. Hold on. I'm trying to wait to see if he go back live. Cause he on a mission, baby. He on a mission. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey Annie. Welcome, sweetie. You ain't late. You ain't late. But we're gonna hear I wanna hear a little bit of what Solar have to say. But it's a you I want y'all to hear what he gotta say, but it's gonna be one where you're gonna hear what he gotta say, and the other one is where we're gonna see it. So if you guys can't hear it good enough, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Hey, sincere sweetie. So I'm gonna start off. Please, hopefully you guys can hear it.
Do we want to go that deep? Do we really want to go there? These are warning shots. This is the static charge. This is Zeus cultivating this bolt. If you keep playing with me, I will relentlessly, without regret, banish you to Tartarus.
Mm.
Chronos.
Well, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Tell me you guys can hear this. Tell me you guys can hear this. Oh my God. Man, oh man, oh man, it's Chevy. Man, oh man, oh man, oh Chevy. I told y'all leave him alone. Can you guys hear it in the background? Can you guys hear it? I want to play the other one, and then I'm gonna get back to this. See, yeah, man, listen. Oh, y'all did hear it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to get to the other one first. Oh shit. Holy shit and smackaroni. And they pulled the live. They pulled the live. Because Nature Boy people, they pulled the line. Let me get to this one first. And then I get to the other part. Ew. Shit. Shit. sugar honey iced tea, baby. Y'all gonna stop playing with Sassy. Damn it.
Police got my laptop. It's like a $4,000 laptop, and the police got it. But I just ordered the upgraded version of it, the $5,000 laptop, and I'm about to go secure that, and then just start working in the studio nonstop. So like,
He said the police got his other laptop. The police got it.
I have a certain way I'm going to be putting everything out. Everything's going to be very high quality, very high quality. Everything's going to be beautiful. Don't worry about that. There's going to be a lot of media coming for you, like to y'all. Like, I'm a creator. My wife is a creator. My peoples are creators. So some beautiful stuff coming from that. You want to talk about the baby? The baby actually is going to resurface. There is things about that I do want to talk about for sure. Yeah, for sure. When is that time? I don't know.
Hey, Eden.
But I do know that I can give you guys a response to what's up with True and Sheba, and like, I don't know why y'all talking about me. Like, I can give a response to that. And it's very difficult for me. You guys got to understand how hard this is for me, because it's like anything that I say that's true, right? They claim they want real shit. They talk about real niggas. But anything that I've talked about that would be true,
Yo ass going to jail.
To them, is wrong. If I talk about what really happens, that's the cowardly thing to do in their eyes.
So?
If I tell the truth of the matters that the people don't know about, people in the tribe don't even know some of these things. I've had to find that out as I exchange certain things, certain stories and memories and things where it's like, yo, how did I not see that? Why did I not do something then? Why did I not change then? When I look back at those moments and I recant them with some of the people, it's like, yo, they're like, I didn't know that. He did that?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that makes sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, that makes sense now. And everybody's starting to understand the truth. And I came from where they were at, so I understand why they, want to defend Chief. And it's really hard for me to want to speak truth in any way about my life and what I went through in my life, like very serious, critical things that I'm just supposed to say hush about. Because if I don't say hush about it, anything that I say will put you so deep into jail, bro. That's why I keep using this Greek mythology, so you guys can all understand. It's not to be mean and it's not to be rude. It's funny how the story of Zeus and Kronos is playing out. And you can ask my friends, you can ask people, from who knew me before I came there, that we had many revelations where we realized that I have this major Zeus energy. And even on the way there, some random Mexican dude confessed all his sins, all kind of.
No, baby, he's not still loyal to Natureboy. He loyal to not going to jail. He loyal for him not going to jail. He got to be careful, because Natureboy made sure they all played a part in his sinistery. Like that new word, in his sinister. They all played a part in it. So you got to speak, or they all have to speak around the part they played. You get it? The things that he made them do, they have to speak around that. Po be coming to get them too. They have to speak around it to save their ass. So at this point, they're loyal to not going to jail. Now, let's get back to Sassy Solar so we can get back to the other part. But like I said, these things are cut in pieces because they kept cutting them off.
Kind of murders to me and everything. called me king, said that his name was Ray, but my name should be Ray, and then he gave me a ring with a lightning bolt on it. So funny. And this is before I ever got the carbonation. And we had already knew, even before then, we had so many moments where like, yo, it's like I'm Zeus, Mente, you're Poseidon, and the guy who was with, his name was Pluto, so it was cool. It was like having Hades with us. So it was like Hades.
I think it's absolutely disgusting, if you want my opinion. He knew what happened, maybe if he, in my opinion.
I don't trust that he's now with Nutty Butter Janae. So let's get back to the good part. Let's get back to the good part. Let's hope he come back on. Let's hope he come back on, baby. Yes. Yes, let's hope he come back on. Now remember, this is just audio because they cut him off. Please tell me you guys can hear. Let's go.
Do we want to go that deep? Do we really want to go there? These are warning shots. This is the static charge. This is Zeus cultivating this bolt. If you keep playing with me, I will relentlessly, without regret, banish you to Tartarus.
Ooh.
Kronos. You owe me one daughter.
Oh shit.
That little girl, me and her have such a special bond, and you know it. When she's with me, she just learns everything. Funny enough, her, Princess, and Janae actually have the same exact chart. They got the same chart. It's like the same person. Anything that little girl needs, she got it. I'm gonna let myself just be a millionaire, beyond abundant to every extent that I can, as fast as possible, so I can make sure that little girl receives all of the love that was for my daughter and that I have for you.
He said, you owe me a whole daughter. Man, please tell me you guys can hear it. Please tell me you guys can hear what I hear. He said, you owe me a whole daughter. Woo. I can feel it. I can feel it. Damn it, I can feel it.
Everything that you hold dear, I probably hold it a little more dear. Especially the people that you call your family. Especially the people that you manipulate, that you call your family, that you beat, that you hurt, that you draw blood from. Those people, that family that you so longed for, I love them more than you know. When you weren't there, they ready to beat Zoka's ass. Who stepped in and was like, guys, Chief's not here. We gotta be Chief here. What would Chief do in the situation? We handle it like this. Boom, 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 boom. Because I know how to keep the knowledge. And from rage and aggression, ready to beat Zoka, smack the demons out of her, right? Just start smacking her, beating her until she's no longer in her demons. Instead of doing that, I said, let's talk about it. And how about y'all look at yourselves too? How did we end that? Within minutes, hugging, loving, everybody dispersed after I cleared the air. And they're all just going to go about their day. I said, hey, man, everybody come back here. If y'all don't hug Zoka, if y'all don't hug each other and love on each other right now, people were crying, filled with love. That's how I handle situations. I don't see Chief handling situations like that. It gets down to the wire of where we're calling this gorilla pimping as a lifestyle that we subscribe to from a spiritual guru. I would really like to know where this makes sense. I never agreed to that. And I will admit to this truth, guys. I will tell on myself a little bit right here. I got to tell on myself a little bit. Is that, and I apologize for every time that I ever put my hands on Zoka. Anytime that I was ever rough with her, moving her around or anything, there's moments that we've had, in a relationship to where I'm thinking violence is going to be an easy fix because I see Chief doing it all day. And, I have to apologize for that. I did not know myself. I was raised watching my mother get beat. I was raised fighting men, beating men off of my mother. I was raised doing that. You know what I'm saying? And now, I go to this place and I'm being taught that this is actually what you're supposed to do. And I'm watching this happen on the regular.
Hey, Nick. Hey, Angela.
I definitely fell victim to that influence. And I came in I don't hold myself too badly. I don't feel too bad because I came in as a student. I came in as a disciple. I came in to learn. I came in to grow. I came in to build. I came in to evolve. Definitely came in to make his life better. I like what you're doing. I believe in what you're doing. You listen to what this guy's saying. That's it. That knowledge, that's it. And the knowledge is definitely true. The problem is that I'm the only one using it. I'm the only one keeping it. I'm struggling with my own self on releasing this energy that can be cultivated and equivalated to Zeus's lightning bolt. No, I'm not a victim. I signed up to be there, and I was there for a while, and I have to tell you the truth. It is what it is. Your boy had no confidence in himself. I did not have confidence in myself. I was very alone. I was very depressed when I went there. I was looking for a real family. I was looking for camaraderie. I was looking for brothers. I always wished for brothers. And when I had brothers, it's like, yo, my wishes are coming true. I always wished I had brothers, and I had brothers. I always wish I had a father figure that was always around, and then here with Chief every day, always there. And he looks like my father, kind of, in certain senses, and acts like him in certain senses. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm getting a lot because I'm feeding a lot of my voids. What is it? Validating myself through Chief. Very much validating myself through Chief. Very much validating myself through my brothers. And, my brothers, I'm validating my brothers by getting a pat on the head and the back from Chief. And I definitely got that because I'm a boss. Like, check my resume. Like, I put in work. Like, I'm a good fucking worker. I'm a good employee. Like, I'm a good, because I give good service. I give from my heart. It doesn't matter what the job is. I somehow know how to make the most of it, get more out of it, add more to it, venture off into this and that. I can make soul bonds with all of my clients. I've always done this, from whether I was doing construction or to whether, I was, working as a barista. I did all kind of different things. I just give good service. I was to make an analogy from my heart. Like, you might be in the real place. My nature and my loyal nature was used against me. I'm loyal to a fault. So yes, I was there for many years. But you have to understand, I have a Venus and Taurus. I have a Saturn trine moon. I have a Saturn trine Pluto. I have a Pluto trine moon.
That's them cutting them off. That's them cutting him off. That's them cutting them off.
Let me know if it's coming in clear. But I will go through some of the most stressful, crazy situations, most tense situations, and I'll stay solid. And you'll see that. You can put me in the most critical, emotional situation. You'll notice that I just stay chill. Like, I just be cool. Like, I be focused. Like, to handle shit. You know what I mean? It should get better now. But yeah, that's how I normally am. And so that nature and my loyal nature, I will let go of everything, for what I believe in. And all of that energy was used for carbonation. That was just the wrong place to put that power. That was the wrong place to put that energy. And that's just all that was. I want you to know that I am kind of ready to talk about it already. It's just like, yo, this is it if I do this. You know what I mean? I could just tell y'all everything but the child and it'll still have the same result of the same lightning bolt. So it's like I got two. You know what I'm saying? And then, I don't know, man. This shit's deep. This shit gets really deep spiritually. All I know is that he's answering for what he's done. He's paying for everything that he's done. You know what I'm saying? And when I really think about it, it fills me up with a lot of rage when I do think about my daughter because of how it happened and how sinister this man really is. Only you guys really knew. If only you guys really knew.
We got an idea.
To protect him. And some of the people there don't even know. I mean, a false prophet is somebody who doesn't live by the knowledge that they teach. And the Antichrist is somebody that separates you from the source that you are. He was both of those things. The knowledge that he spoke on, we all have, we're all connected to, and it's all very true. Oh, thank you, baby. You're looking so beautiful today. You knew nothing? He threw all of those away in the house. He grabbed all of those in the house one day and got scared of them and threw them all away. If you guys know what that means, that's the evil eye. That's the very thing that makes you have to reflect and look at your own shit. You put out negative energy, all that energy has to come back to you. Funny story, he ran around the house and gathered all of those and threw them all away. This is so funny. It's like they don't even know their own shit. It's like they don't even know spiritual. Like, yo, it is what it is, man. With Sheba and Shrew and all those people, whoever else wants to talk about yo and Juju, all y'all niggas, bro, shut the fuck up. Number one, shut the fuck up because y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then that's why you need to shut the fuck up because you don't know what's really going on. And you about to find out. Best thing that happened to y'all is for him to be in jail. That's the easiest way for y'all to love him. Because if he was right there with y'all, you know it'd be another story. Y'all be like, damn, I might want to leave tomorrow. It's different. There ain't no victim. Don't nobody feel bad for you. Ain't nobody wrongfully in prison. You're not wrongfully in jail. None of that, bro. Take responsibility for why you're where you're at. And motherfucker, be grateful for all the shit you getting away with. Be grateful for all the shit you getting away with. Without giving up my lightning bolts, bro, you beat women till they bleed. You beat women into seizures. You take pride in knocking the air out of women. I've watched you pummel Efferu behind the cameras, and everybody has to act like it's some Willy Wonka shit, so nobody knows what's really going on. Bro, this shit ain't cool, man. Hey, what up, cuz? What's good, Chet? Yeah, it's some crazy shit going on, Chet, bro, but you know, nigga, I gotta tell you the truth, man. Let me keep it real. Hey, that's my cousin, y'all. I got brainwashed, nigga. I fell into a cult, and I got brainwashed. It happened, nigga, yeah. And you know what? The knowledge was real and what we taught was real, but the lifestyle was the trap. The lifestyle was the trap, bro. And it wasn't like what we was teaching in the knowledge. Like, yo, I'm glad for all of that. You know what I'm saying? I tapped into myself and I realized everything for myself. Like, Chief Alihio didn't teach me nothing. You know, it was just really nice to live a different life. You know, to know I could live in the tropics, to know I could live in the jungle, to know what that's like. And it was cool to have somebody like a tour guide. He was like a jungle tour guide. That was cool. And that's actually more of his purpose than anything, is to actually set up a network for other people to thrive on. That's his purpose. Not to have this love and lust for power. He was supposed to use the power of love too. And he was supposed to create a network for people to build and grow on and connect on spiritually. What if he had said King Solar, King Shrew, King Musa, King Juju, King Jax, and this is Queen Zoka, the queen of the queens, Zoka, and here's the queen of the queens, Malia, and here the queen of the queens, Aya. What if we empowered each other, empowered ourselves? What if you played your role as a red rhythmic dragon, which is your galactic contract? And it's 13th moon astrology, if you guys don't know, but I can do yours later if you want. With kind of galactic contract, see what your purpose in this life. Your purpose in this life was to be my student and to help boost me and to put me onto a platform. So in a way, you're actually doing your job, because my purpose and my contract is to teach the world unconditional love by being it and embodying it. And funny enough, the person who has the same contract as me, Janae, Lotus, she has the same contract. Yours was to help us. I told you this one day when you were giving me a haircut. I said, look, your sun and Mercury are my south node. You're my south node, Chief. Do you know what that means? And I read it out loud to him. It says, in the past life, I did a lot of things for him. I helped him in ways that he could never pay me back for.
That's the
So in
past.
this life, he's supposed to come back and do the same thing for me.
Mm.
His process was, well, I've given you this knowledge, and that's the best thing that I can give you. So yeah. No, bro. That's not how it was supposed to play out. You were supposed to exonerate your students while we exonerated you. There's a whole nother way to live, and that's how I'm living. There's too many chiefs, not enough Indians. Fuck that. That sounds like an insecure statement to me. Too many chiefs, not enough Indians sounds like an insecure statement to me. Because I want all my Indians to be kings. I want my whole army to be military generals, kings, bosses, and gods. Yeah, I want my whole race to be kings and God energy. I want all my niggas and all my black people and all my white people to embody king God energy. I'm different, bro. I'm the opposite. That's why I'm Scorpio Leo. You built something for me, and I came to take it. Scorpio Leo. It sounds bad, but it's not. It's actually righteous because I'm turning it into love. It's called alchemy. I'm a wizard. You try to ignore my powers, and you try to ignore who I was, and use me, rather than let me know how valuable I really was, so I could harness that and even be stronger and even be better for us all. But the man was lost. Does not know himself. No ego. Switching from ego to ego, from name to name to name. A lost soul. That's what you call a lost soul, my friend. And so that is the explanation of the Zeus and Kronos thing. So I don't want to hear about that anymore. I don't want to hear about Solar keeping the knowledge because Solar's the only one keeping the knowledge. Solar's struggling with keeping the knowledge so tight that I don't know if I should just release that boat or not. Janae, you crazy. You crazy. Crazy. That's the only thing I'm struggling with. Oh, look, a big old stick. I got a stick. I think it's supposed to be a lightning bolt. She's crazy. I'm not doing that. You wild. Oh, the pink suit. Oh man, I got so much for you guys. There's so much cool shit that we're doing. Man. This man killed my daughter, yo.
Oh shit. Did you hear what the man said? Did y'all hear what the man said? Holy shit. I mean, we knew this. We knew this. Hey, Tamara, we knew this. We matter of fact, we tried to tell you so long, but y'all kept telling us y'all want to dance and shit. Y'all thought y'all was gonna throw us off and stuff. Holy. Ooh, ooh, and ooh. Ooh. Mm-mm-mm. I'm going. I wish. Like I said, girl. Mm-mm-mm. He said, should I drop the lightning bolt? Baby, telling us and telling them damn popo, that's a whole new charge. But we knew that. We knew that. Because what you didn't understand, because y'all think we stupid. We know about the sacrificial lamb. We know that once, right after your daughter passed away and she got sacrificed, we saw y'all doing a demon time. I showed videos. That's what I said, Lisa. I said that for the judge. We saw y'all doing them rituals. We saw it. We saw it. And right after your daughter passed, we saw Natureboy turning into a whole new beast. We 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 know these things. See, y'all think that all of y'all just the ones that got knowledge. Guess what? Other people got knowledge too. Because what y'all doing is nothing new. It may be new to you guys, but it's not new to other people. It's new to y'all, but we knew what was going on. We knew about that. We saw the different rituals that y'all were doing in our face. We saw the black magic going on. We saw all these things. Exactly, Jack. Exactly, Mama. Mm-hmm. And it's sad. Sad. Let me see if I can rewind that a little bit.
Mercury are my south node. You're my south node, Chief. Do you know what that means? And I read it out loud to him. It says, in the past life, I did a lot of things for him. I helped him in ways that he could never pay me back for. So in this life, he's supposed to come back and do the same thing for me. His process was, well, I've given you this knowledge, and that's the best thing that I can give you. So, yeah. No, bro. That's not how it was supposed to play out. You were supposed to exonerate your students while we exonerated you. There's a whole nother way to live, and that's how I'm living. There's too many chiefs, not enough Indians. Fuck that. That sounds like an insecure statement to me.
Thank you, Angela.
Too many chiefs, not enough Indians sounds like an insecure statement to me. Because I want all my Indians to be kings. I want my whole army to be military generals, kings, bosses, and gods. Yeah, I want my whole race to be kings and God energy. I want all my niggas and all my black people and all my white people
Bam.
to be king, God.
Bam, bam. Tell it.
Different, bro. I'm the opposite.
Tell it, Angela.
That's why I'm Scorpio Leo. You built something for me, and I came to take it. Scorpio Leo. It sounds bad, but it's not. It's actually righteous because I'm turning it into love. It's called alchemy. I'm a wizard. You try to ignore my powers, and you try to ignore who I was, and use me, rather than let me know how valuable I really was, so I could harness that and even be stronger and even be better for us all. But the man was lost, does not know himself, no ego, switching from ego to ego, from name to name to name. A lost soul. That's what you call a lost soul, my friend. And so that is the explanation of the Zeus and Kronos thing, so I don't want to hear about that anymore. I don't want to hear about Solar keeping the knowledge because Solar's the only one keeping the knowledge. Solar's struggling with keeping the knowledge. So
hey, one bright morning.
I don't know if I should just release that boat or not.
All right, listen.
Janae, you crazy. You crazy. Crazy. That's the only thing I'm struggling with. Oh, look, a big old stick. I think it's supposed to be a lightning bolt. It's crazy. I'm not doing that. You wild. Oh, the pink suit. Oh man, I got so much for you guys. There's so much cool shit that we're doing. Man. This man killed my daughter, yo. It's not time yet. It's not time yet. But if we need to get down to it, there's medical records. San Juan Hospital. J.L. Marie Hamilton, Courtney P. Townsend. Yeah, there's medical records. They'll tell you exactly what happened. And what we told you guys was a lie.
Well, we knew that.
What we told you guys was a lie.
No shit, Sherlock.
So I want to hear you guys talk about keeping it real with me one more time. I want to hear y'all talk about real nigga one more time. I want y'all to talk about how this is the most loving being that you know. Let me hear some more of that. Y'all think that that's okay. Those who know. Not everybody in the nation knows, guys. It's okay. But those who do know, you know what time it is. Nah, Haru, I love you. I'm not even sure what you're saying because I'm not really reading the comments, but I love you, bro. Like everybody is like unconditional love for everybody because I am love. I don't know how to do anything else but that. The problem is that there's truths and there's things that are involved with my life in very deep levels to where like you guys gotta understand, I gotta live with this shit. I have to live. You don't have to live with this. I have to live with this, knowing that it happened. He gets to think he gets away with it, and Zoka is dying on the inside every day. I worry about her because I know her. And I know how her mind works, and I know how easy it is to brainwash and manipulate her. That is literally her program, is that she's able to be easily manipulated and brainwashed. That's literally her program. That's why I protected her so heavily. And I always wanted to keep her with me. And I would always fight. I used to fight Chief to keep her. Only time I would argue with Chief was when he told me I wasn't God, and when I told him I was God, and when I had to keep the knowledge, and when I let him know I'm the main character of this movie. When I let them know all these things every time, and I stood on it, which I still do, never stop. They'll tell you I've always been that way.
Yeah, we heard it. You telling the truth.
With Zoe, she knows me too. I protected her. I'm starting to realize. She used to tell me in the shadows. She said, "Hey, Solar, I really like inside of me. I really feel like you're the real king. You're the real king here, but because Chief is the king. Chief is Jesus. It's like maybe you're like the king of the underworld or something. I don't know." But she didn't know how to put it. All the women there wanted to be with me for some reason at one point spiritually because of the love energy that I am. When I'm at my best, I'm tapping into I pervade a love frequency, and it heals everybody. Everybody in carbonation knows that I am love. They know that I am in love, and I just finally chose to identify as it once my baby, whose name was Love, died, and I had to do a tribute for her based off of the song Zoka made called Love.
Ain't that some shit? Where they do that at, right? I get you.
What we told y'all happened is a lie.
We know already.
It ain't about no black brothers going against each other. This is like Zeus and Chronos, my nigga. This ain't no, this is like God and the devil, bro. This is like this is like angels to demons, bro. This isn't black men against black men. This is spirit. This is spirit. Spiritual. As intelligent as those people are, as much knowledge as you have, as much knowledge you can possess, that does not give you access to the love frequency. Knowledge doesn't give you access to the love frequency. That's something you have to do. That's something you have to be. These people are not that. True is not a love frequency. Go tap into channel true. And let me know how much love is there. Oh, love is objective. Love is the robot shit. No, it's not, bro. That's actually disconnecting you from source. You go and connect to a person. You go give them a hug and a kiss and put your hearts together, and you're gonna feel what the fuck I'm talking about. You let down your guard and you accept somebody in a moment where they really need it, and you're there for them in that moment, and nobody's there to watch it and record it, and it's not on live, and you see them crying.
This one they cut him off because he started talking some good shit. They cut him off. They cut him off. They cut him off.
I think they might be.
They cut him off. They cut him off. They cut him off. They cut him off. They cut him off.
Do you have to be? Ritual?
I'm telling you. Okay. So then how did she end up? She been was effing Natureboy, sincere. Then she went to Solar. He passed her off to Solar. Right? He needs to go on his page. I'm on his page, but like I said, they cut him off. I'm waiting for any moment for him to go back live. He is not back live yet. As we see, they cut him off, baby. They cut his ass off. They cut him off. They cut him off. But these things, like I said, we've known already. The thing is, we was waiting for them to see the truth themselves. We was waiting. All that fake dancing. Remember that fake ass dancing shit? And if you remember with the fake dancing crap, y'all remember he couldn't even barely look at Zoka. He could not barely look at Zoka and the whole bullshit. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find that fake ass shit that they thought we fell for. But in reality, oh yeah, that part too. But she still was screwing a nature boy first. But remember, no, technically no. On one bright morning, if you remember her earlier videos before she went to carbonation, she was already proclaiming nature boy. She was already proclaiming nature boy. Maybe when she went there for solar, but she was already listening to nature boy. That's when her father and them stopped her from going, and then she turned 18 and then she left. I believe she was like on the beach or something, and she was not 18 yet. So she could, if she would have ran away, he could have gotten arrested and they could have got her back. The minute she turned 18, she left. And he was trying to dance. Yeah, I believe it's that. Right. He been grooving her for a while. And she even said her own mouth, she know about Mama Dia. She know about everything, but she still want to go. But Zoka, don't underestimate Zoka, Solar. She's not pity patty dumb. She's not pity patty dumb. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Well, it could be. But according to the videos, I will go back to the videos because she never mentioned anything about Solar. But if she originally went there for Solar, then she did. But according to her video, she never mentioned Solar. She always mentioned Nature Boy. So I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know, she's not as dumb and brainwashed. According to them videos, her desire was to be there. That was all her desire. Matter of fact, we're gonna find the video. I don't have time. Hopefully they're here. And I don't have to go through my old videos. Lord knows I don't feel like going through my old videos. Hopefully I could just find it here easy. Sometimes you got to go back a little bit. Okay, here we go. Now, tell me if you guys remember this. Okay? You got that right. That's a knock. I'm going right back right now, Nikki. I'm going back. This is before. This is before. We're going to hear what she got to say. Let's go.
Yeah, should I go back? I'm gonna move back there. All right, so okay, so basically they were like, we're taking you to see a doctor to talk about everything, and I'm like, oh, what the heck? Like, I didn't feel like, I know I'm not crazy. Just because to you guys, it seems as if I'm crazy because of what I'm doing. But in my spirit, in my heart, it feels true. It feels real. It feels right. And I know it is because there's something that shakes my soul. You know, you ever like been in church or been somewhere talking to someone and it just shakes your whole body? Like, it's just so much emphasis on what it does to your spirit. I can't tell people how I feel exactly because it's so deep. My emotions are so deeply rooted in this that no matter what nobody says, it will always bring me back. And I try to like, okay, I'm gonna go back to my lower self. And I went to a party, I went to a club. Like before, I'm jumping around. So I went to the counselor and basically I was like, I'm not crazy, like I'm saying blah blah blah. So blah blah blah. And then she's like, oh yeah, okay. And I was like, I didn't feel any different afterwards, but from all that, me talking about it, her putting her opinions into it, my mom putting her opinions into it, my uncle putting his.
Hey, it looked like she got all her teeth. Guys, look at her mouth and see if her teeth is and tell me if all her teeth there, please. So we'll know who knocked her tooth out, or was it because she claimed her tooth was like that since she was young. Let's look at her tooth.
Opinions into it. My grandma putting her into, like, everyone putting their opinions, and then outside factors from you guys, people that are in my phone or whatever, it just made me doubt. And once I knew I doubted myself in this mission, I was like, I can't go because I will be there doubting. I will be there having these thoughts that has been placed to, yeah, they did do right. They care about me. Placed to my head. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm not ready. I'm not strong enough. Yes, like an intervention. Like, I feel like Amy Whitehouse. They told me gonna go to rehab. I said.
All right, okay, let's leave it like this. We're gonna hear what she gotta say. But I gotta remember, she could have pulled the Velvet. Remember, Velvet went there, quote unquote, to be with Omac also. But they both know that they really wanted Nature Boy. So sometimes they go through the men just to get in carbonation. And then once they get in carbonation, they all want Nature Boy. So I believe everybody is truth in everything. It's truth in everything. So we have to remember that also. Oh, she got all her teeth? Oh, she said it's prosthetic? Oh. I don't know. They knocked the prosthetic teeth out then? It was a glue. The teeth was glued in, and they knocked the daggone tooth off the glue. Is that what happened? It wasn't stuck anymore. That will be called a flipper. And I don't know if it was a flipper. I don't know, but they done knocked it loose.
Okay, but so basically I was so wrapped up in a cloud of my thoughts. And everything, people can send me things about like,
hey Sha,
Chief, send me all kinds of things. That isn't, it doesn't mess me up. It does not mess me up at all. Like, it does not. So I'm still like deeply rooted in it. I'm still trying to profess the kingdom of God because I know it's true. I know I have to escape this world of Babylon, of the distractions that it puts on people. I want to uncover the veil. So when I came back out here, when I stayed out here, I basically was like, when I basically stayed out here, I was basically like, okay, I'm going to try to be my lower self again, right? I'm going to try to forget the knowledge. I'm going to try to just go back to the old me. So I spent 2 weeks at my mom's house. She was like, you're not going nowhere. I was like, I'm leaving. I left, boom, went, and then I'm back in LA. heart of Babylon.
Nope,
the
they
heart and
knocked
soul
it out.
of it. So it came down to me like, people were like, oh, you back, like want to hang out, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, sure. I've been blowing these people off for like months. So I'm like, all right, like I'm about to fall back in. I came in, I was like, got dressed, got cute, whatever, went out to like a club party, whatever. It's not a club, it's a party. And when I tell you, when I stepped outside to drive there, I was like, I'm not gonna come. The girl's like, come on, just come, like, come on, just come, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right. So I went, got to the party. I didn't pay. Like, I was like, I'm not paying for nothing. Like, you know what I mean? I just came, went in, 3 fights. It was whack. I did not like the energy of it. People were just trying to be something like, what are you trying to be? You're trying to side-eye me because I'm looking a certain way and you look in a certain way when you don't know that we're the same person, we're the same individual, we're the same beam of light here, but this party and this status quo has got you mixed up. Oh no. Oh, I just was like, I was having like, I had to go to the bathroom about 5 times. You're like, oh my God. Like, I didn't drive there, so I couldn't just leave. I was just like, this is so crazy. That I could put myself back into my lower self, and it scared me. It felt like I was in the devil's hand a little bit. Like, he was just playing with me, like, oh. And I could see everyone as little puppets just rapping. We had little rappers up there on stage talking about nothing, talking about some dumb shit, talking about nothing about elevating yourself, nothing about trying to reach the next consciousness. Carbonation speaks truth in their raps, speaks truth. And, okay, and I'm not even going to be reading this. So, it speaks truth. You can't deny it. If you deny it, then oh well, that's you. That's your frequency. That's your. And if you want to be on that frequency, go to that party I was at last week, because you'll match your energy there for sure. But it's just not for me no more. And I realized that. Then I went camping the next day and blew all that shit up. Like, oh my gosh, I was like, oh. It's no beating this. It's nothing. Like, it's no beating this water. I'm the whole ocean in a drop. Like, what? Me hearing all the animal sounds, knowing that that's me, all little elements of earth that makes it so beautiful in essence of what it is. Every little piece of it, every little cell. And I'm fine being just a small cell, but I know that I am a cell. I know that I am a big part of the cell for this whole ecosystem to work out. That's why I'm here. So, yeah. So I'm back on track. That's all I have to say. I'm back on track. I am everything. Sure is. Yeah. So I am sick. No, I am not sick. I'm just kidding. I'll take crazy though. I'll take crazy. I'm coming to terms with it. That used to affect me, but now I'm coming. Ooh, look at that pretty bird. It's just soaring. It's just. But I am understanding why I'm here. I am understanding why I am in this body, this God body, still with human emotions. And I'm just so excited to see what the focus. Oh yeah, is that focus? Oh yeah, okay. I am so excited to see what God has planned for me. All right. So those of you saying I can have a righteous path from home. Okay. Oh, hold on. Like, honestly, people come to the beach because they've had a stressful day at work. I've had a stressful day at work, and I just need to run off some steam. My boss has been so much on my neck, and I've just had so many emotions all day. I can't stand my kids. My husband or my wife is cheating on me. I'm trying to make it... What? I just can't sit in a location where you have the beach. Then it's, oh, let's go inside the ground and pump some things. Like, it's never balanced here. It's never balanced here. And they're about to come out with that 5G. So I'm about to be like these birds. Motherfucking fly away. 5G, that is about to ruin people. It has cancer. I'm about to post a picture of it. It has cancer. It has effects for you. Places where it's going to be at. It is going to lower the economic price of that house by 20%. It's damaging your DNA. DNA? Are you serious?
Hey,
so
truly, baby.
Chemtrails is going to be going to a higher stance to that. They get it. They get it. Go to your room? No, I am in my room. You go home or get off my life. It's simple. It's not hard to you. Maybe I'm living life like this girl, dancing, not a carefree. I'm carefree, like, and I'm so at peace. I'm so at peace. Phone service. It is phone service, but you know what phone service does? It has it has rays coming out of it, right? Like a microwave. So since it's like a microwave, you know you're not supposed to stand in front of a microwave when it's warming up your food, even though you put your food in there still to have those volts and those harmful rays inside your food that you're eating, then you stand by it. That's with everything, right? Even these are, yes, I am chief disciple. Yes, I am. So these are still.
She said chief disciple. Chief
so
disciple.
These are still transmitting radiation, right? But 5G is onto a higher scale. It is warning, like it is so bad. People are trying to ban it. They're trying to ban it from different cities out here. California is going with the flow. We don't care about our ecosystem. We're ready for the newest thing. Oh yes, give it to us. So it's just gonna be damaging your DNA, your cells, which is your DNA. Like damaging your DNA, that should scare you enough. That should scare you enough. Like DNA, come on, what you trying to mess up my DNA for? I know it's great. I know it's great. My wife situation does not matter. I'm not going there to be a wife. If y'all think I'm going there to be a wife, y'all got me mixed up with somebody else because I'm not that type of person. I go for the knowledge. I go to be my higher self. Learn more about myself, my emotions, what I can fix about me. Who can I be to be a better person? How can I reach Christ consciousness? How can I sprinkle my greatness on top of the world? How can I make an impact? Yes, I am going to be someone's wife for sure. That's no question. Look how beautiful I am. Y'all comments are funny, even if it like is offensive. Like it's funny. Yeah, that was so good, but this is melanin. No, it's the same. I just had to change my name. Gosh, I might have to change it again. But yes, I'm not going there to be a wife. That is not my goal in life. No, that's not my goal in life. That's not my goal in life. That is a purpose of what I'm here for, to plant seeds, to spread my DNA, my truth through my child. That is. I do respect my body. My body is a temple. It is a temple. Y'all are funny. How can I block people? How can I block people? I'm just screenshot. Y'all are funny. I mean, okay, what's this, a question?
Now, we done heard enough of her. We heard enough of her Bible videos. Yeah, we want to go to the Bible video. We played that too. We played it. She's in love, as you could tell. I don't know who she came for, but her love was for Nature Boy. She always let it be known her love is for Nature Boy. That's why she accepted being queen when she first got there for a week. We're gonna go through all of that. We're gonna go through all of that. I know who she quote unquote came there to be with, but that's not where she wanted to be. She wanted to be with Chief, and she let it be known every chance she got. Every video that we have seen, she wanted to be with Chief. She's always disrespected Solar. She's always disrespected him. Always. I showed you guys the other day. Oh yeah, we showed that too, Nikki. We showed that, but that didn't work. Now you're stuck on a cry and aged about 10 years and lost the biggest blessing. I remember that, and they was mad, and we'll show that another day. But being that Solar spoke on the baby, and being that Solar spoke on the lie, this we already knew that you guys were lying because you guys had two different stories. Y'all gave us two different stories at one breath. It went from you went from one hospital, then one hospital said you ain't get your prenatal there, so now but she's in labor though, and they sent her to the other one. Then she got too late, and then I'm like, chick, you do you know we had kids? And it's crazy that women who have had kids before let them slide with that story. We know for a fact the minute you go into a hospital, who cut his live off? I guess it was probably True in them. They probably kept hitting it because every time he was talking, you could hear the cutting off and on, cutting off and on. Cause that man was getting good. He was getting good. But as I was saying, we all know that we all know that um when you have a baby, the first thing they do is they put your stomach, or they put the baby on a monitor so they can hear the heartbeat. They would have known if that cord was around the baby's neck. The same way, but that's not how that went down. She disrespected Solar after she got there and found out that Solar was pussy under Nature Boy. No. I'm not saying how it started, but I'm just saying as it went along, she's always disrespected Solar. How it started could have been, but all of them was ussy. Every last one of them was pussy. Every like Solar and no man was a real man there. So I'm not disagreeing, baby. Nikki, how it started, everything it is what it is. I'm not disputing anything. But after she was taking it again, first of all, when she was knocked up, she still was proclaiming to be with Nature Boy. She still was screwing Nature Boy. She was still the one that carried that baby. She was the one that called her baby a demon. She was the one that said she should not be knocked up. She was the one that was still drinking. She was the one that was still smoking. She is how he only could protect her but so much. She's the one that's carrying the baby. The first 9 months is really on the mother. It's on the mother. You know we got to say stuff like that, girl. Let's see. We got to say stuff like that. We got to say stuff like that. But They always ussy. We don't know when she gave birth. All we know is in Puerto Rico somewhere. All we know is in Puerto Rico somewhere. So if you remember, Nikki, same thing happened with the same thing happened with Sunny and Pisces. Pisces couldn't protect Sunny neither. She knew she ain't had no. She was right the first time when she didn't jump in that water. But Nature Boy tried to get her to have a miscarriage. Nature Boy tried to get Sunny to have a miscarriage. And he made her jump off that freaking cliff. And every last one of them went in on Sunny. To the point the next day she went and jumped because he was trying to get her to have a miscarriage. Sunny was way out there. That girl ain't had no business jumping over no damn cliff. So Sunny knew she had to get to save that. She knew they wanted her baby too. See, people think Solar Baby is the first baby that he wanted. No, Sunny Baby was the first full birth baby that he wanted. Sunny's baby was baby number 1, full birth baby. All the other miscarriages were quote unquote but for him to have a sacrifice, he needed a full born baby. So he was trying to do that with Sunny's baby first. But Sunny wasn't as committed as Solar. As Zoka. Sunny wasn't as committed as Zoka. Sunny got out of Dodge because she knew her baby was supposed to be the sacrifice. He tried to get her to miscarry when he told her ass to jump off that damn cliff, knowing that the higher up you are, when you hit that water, is going to hit heavier. It's like a bam, it's like a force. Serenity, they didn't know who baby it was, Nikki. That's why that baby made it. If you go back, they didn't know who baby it was. So it was a possibility that it was Nature Boy. And if you notice, right after Serenity had that baby, Serenity got out of Dodge. Serenity got out of Dodge. Serenity got out of Dodge, where she said, what's his name? Whatever his name is. She was like, Papi, we got to go. They want this baby. Once they realized baby Migos belonged to Ramos, whatever his name is. So Zoka is the only one who went through with her baby getting sacrificed. But you got to remember, Serenity, it was like we got to wait till the baby born and quote unquote see who it looked like. But that's why her baby was safe. They didn't make Serenity do certain things. And at that point in time, her and Velvet was pregnant together for a little bit. You remember? Her and Velvet was pregnant together for a little bit. Remember when they did that video and everybody sent them all the Rambo? What the heck was I calling him? Migos? Oh, that was the baby named Migos, but Migos. Well, the name Nature Boy gave him some damn Migos. Yeah, but it's Rambo. And once they realized, hey, honey, once they realized that was Rambo's baby, you look how quick that girl got out of Dodge. Zen, he's baby Zen now, but I'm talking about when he was baby Migos. When that baby was first born, if you remember, Bright Morning, if y'all remember when that baby was first born, he looked just like true. He looks just. If I can find the old video when Migos was first born, I mean Migos, but again, it was a possibility that was Nature Boy's baby too. See, when it's a possibility that is Nature Boy's baby, your baby's sort of kind of safe. It's sort of kind of safe. It's sort of kind of safe. But he knew. He knew. That's why I said Sonny was the first one. He knew, and he knew that was not his baby. He was in love with Sonny too. He wanted Sonny also. That's why he said, okay, we're going to sacrifice this baby. And then he tried to make her have a miscarriage by jumping so that the higher you go, the more force it was. Yeah, that's what I said, Nikki. It was like that for Sheba too. They did not know who was the baby daddy. So that's what made her baby safe. And that's what made Serenity's baby safe. The 9 months, the gestational part. That's what made I just said the word. But that's what made their baby safe. But he knew Sonny's was not his. So he was plotting on that baby. He was plotting. And on top of that, look at all the pressure they had on Sonny. I'm going to show you guys that after we look at this bull crap that they tried to get us to freaking believe. Okay? True said that he was going to see Sheba and Dry. That's why he kept Velvet to himself. Yeah, exact. But you got you 100% correct. But that's after he made her get rid of Omac's baby, Nikki. Remember? Remember she was knocked up from Omac first, and all of a sudden she had a miscarriage. He got rid of Omac's baby. Hello. And then he kept her to herself and made sure that next baby is definitely his. Remember, guys, if you haven't hit that like, please hit the like. Support the channel and hit the like. Support the channel and hit the like. Yeah, my heart went out to Sonny too. But she knew they was after her baby. And she went back to Jamaica, baby. She flew back to Jamaica. She went back to Jamaica with the quickness. But they surrounded her and everything. But Zoka, that's how you knew she was into Nature Boy. She didn't mind sacrificing her baby. That's right. Velp was pregnant from Omac first. Hello. He got rid of Omac's baby. But that's why I said the same thing that happened with Zola. I put both of their names together. Isn't that cute? She left like she was in the Olympics. She was knocked up from older Mac. And that baby had to go. But this the bullshit, because he said they lied to us. We knew they was lying. But we here for the shits. And we gonna hear the shits. And Shaka said they was getting them knocked up. Yep. Now I'm gonna fast forward a lot, but let's go.
Okay, everybody. I'm sure by now.
Let's go.
And then don't move. Oh God. It's one of the most creepy
vibrational entities. Yeah. Niggas is moving forward now, my nigga. Yep. Fuck you talking about? Yep. We got a song for the whole situation. We birthed out of this whole shit. It's called Love.
We got a song.
can't play that. They give you copyright strike for that shit too.
Fortunate that her talents are being. See what you allow. No, she's not. You called her child a demon. Game.
And I actually was doing the music video, and that was the time I was like, well, I feel like I'm having contractions. She was like, yeah, like, she was like, are you okay? I was like, I'm having contractions, but I have a strong, like, willpower, like, I don't, like, what's it called? I'm very strong with my, like, pain tolerance. That's what it is. I have a high pain tolerance.
No, I don't.
Hold up. Because I got to find mine. I felt all her commentary on this. Hey, NFO, what's up, booby? Hold on. I like to find my own commentary because I like to talk on it. And I ain't got to talk again because I said it already. But hold on.
I found truth. I led myself.
Now, guys, this is a year ago, right? That Solar, this is Solar speaking a year ago, right? Let's see what they have to say. This is a year ago. So this is not the part when we already seen that part. But let's hear what they got to say. Let's hear what they got to say.
Men have a hard time learning from other men. It's really amazing that my brothers, right? We let ourselves to chief. Let me get out this. I want the phone overheat. We let ourselves to chief, and it's like a phenomenon because as men, usually we would resist another man's knowledge, but we have certain feminine energies to us. For example, for me, I'm a Pisces sun. I would be a Pisces sun, right? And I would be an Aries moon now. And if you look at my whole chart, I'm balanced. I have masculine and feminine energy. So I'm lucky. I was chosen. My genome is chosen to where I have enough feminine energy to learn from another man. I have enough feminine energy to learn from other people, which allows me to be wise. I don't have to go out and make too many mistakes by myself. But I also have enough masculine energy to pick apart other people. I appreciate that, Shay. I appreciate you, Shay. I see you, Shay. Ringing them bells on them, right? And so I don't just follow blindly. I use my logic and I use my intellect. I use my masculine energy to see, is that true or is that not true? And I found truth and I led myself to truth. And I'm lucky to be able to acknowledge that I want to be successful, and to be successful, I'm gonna give myself a mentor. So I led myself to my chief as a man. But the way that chief conducts us and the way that chief holds us is like, okay, you still got to make yourself. Chief is there as a guide. He's there as a guide for us. I am led by my own morals and principles. All of my brothers here, they're all led by their own morals and principles. Our morals and principles are just in alignment, and we agree with Chief's morals and principles. So we end up working together. You see what I'm saying? Aligned, exactly. So when it comes to men, you see,
I'm
you
gonna
can give a
find
man the
Angela.
knowledge, you can give them power, but they gotta use that shit. When it comes to women think that they have the mind of their own, but they don't. They take on the mind of a man.
Oh no, we don't. Absolutely not.
Hey, peace to the God. Peace to the God.
Hey, Dejan, I'm so glad. Welcome, baby.
Half the size. Give him some feed. He has a little better water. Right now it has Epsom salt and
You think that's happening in jail?
and lavender. If you have a sugar scrub, we're also going to scrub with his feet. Essential oils, they say.
Hey, Cooking with Jew.
It's okay. I see you just.
Do y'all think that he's getting that treatment in jail? If he is, press 1. If he is, press 1. If he's getting that same treatment in jail, press 1.
You're just being open. You're being open with yourself, and the fact that you're on here in the comments and the people, it's cool. Like, I don't know you, so I can't just make my judgment off the phone. It's like the one time, this is like 2 hours you've been on the phone. So my from what I've been through on this journey, I'm like, I love you. No, I'm not, to be honest. But I got trust. Yeah, I have a little bit of trust issues on this journey. But just keep doing what you got to do. Like, you don't have, you're on this journey for you. Like, not for to make you your friend, not to make anybody your friend. Baba G, if you have a connection for a reason, keep going with that. Like, that's all that matters. It's all that's gonna keep doing this. Thank you.
So Aya says she don't feel. I thought Aya was cool with you at first, and now Aya, they got that right.
And
Aya's
I'm okay with it. Like, either
now.
way, Chief, is like I said, all this is just happening. It's just happening, it's unfolding as we're going through it.
And her new family on balling out of control. I respect TT. I respect all of them. And the things that were said in the comments, yes, honey, I don't know what the issue is about the child thing, but we all embraced her pregnancy, and we all.
Girl, you is a lie.
What are you talking about, honey?
Ain't you lying?
Wait a minute, I'm lying? Are you serious? Because I know
my life, I'm saying I'm God, I'm divine, I'm in nature, are doing the same exact thing. Because they understand the frequency of what I'm doing. It's like, you around people that do the same thing that you're doing, understand your mind. It's like affirming who you are more and more, rather than you in a system that's telling you you're this, when you are not none of those things. You are not just a worker. Your energy is being drained. So you think you came here to work a job? You think you came here to work a job that you don't really like that? Like, come on. What? That's what you think? You reduce your life to that? Nah, man. Your purpose is much bigger. Much bigger. It's so much bigger. Like, that's the trap in itself. You're supposed to be you. You're not supposed to be anything less than who you are. Exactly. That's your divine purpose, is to be you. They give you a list of careers that you could fit you into, and you got to start altering yourself to even really fit into them. You're greater than a box. And once you realize, like, I'm tired of altering myself, I want to be who I truly am, then you take off the weave, you take off the eyelashes, you take off all the fake shit, and you be who you truly are. And that shit does not be pretty sometimes, yo. Like, there was one point where I was not liking the way that I looked, my natural hair, my natural look. I wasn't liking that, but I had to learn to love it. You had to come to you had to be uncomfortable to be comfortable again. Yeah. You had to be uncomfortable. Because if you never go through that comfort, you're never growing, you're never becoming who you truly are. You're going to be in that same space that they wanted you to be. A person with weave, fake nails on, eyelash on, makeup on, outfit on, but have you healed the person inside you that really is that being? Right. You don't know her. You're not Barbie. You don't know her. You're a queen. You're a god. It's time to know her. It's time to understand who she is. That's the only reason why you're here, is to know thyself. That's why I do teach it daily. I'm supposed to understand me. I'm supposed to be under so much understanding of who I am that it convicts you that I'm in my presence. If you're not in your presence, you gotta find who you are. You gotta be that. You gotta live it and be glowing in that. Because nobody's gonna be like you. You got 46 chromosomes of your mother and father, and that makes you. You're supposed to embody that spirit, and that's who you meet. That's when the Bible says you honor your mother and father. You honor them by being better than who they are, not like them or less than them. You are your mother and your father. You're their advancement. You're supposed to be better than what they are. You're supposed to heal all their generational curses for them. And you know the thing is, my thing is like,
Oh, sorry. Everybody know that like they're God and they're supposed to be wearing their natural hair. They're supposed to be living in a tropical environment and eating healthy food. You know, it's a lot of people in Babylon who have all this knowledge
Precious,
out here, all this knowledge,
precious.
but nobody
Precious,
is brave
precious.
enough or have the strength to
Hey,
let it all
precious.
go. Like sacrifice is the main thing that people get stuck on. Actually taking a step, taking a step. That part. Let me tell you, your family. Did you think your family? That ain't your family. No. They told you that Jesus was white. They told you Jesus was your God. They told you to go to school, go to college. That ain't your family because they don't know you. They don't understand you. You gotta let go of them attachments. You gotta get out of your comfort.
You can't grow in comfort. You can't grow in comfort. If you want to transition, if you want to become better, you have to be in an uncomfortable situation so that you can grow. You can see what you truly are. But if you're gonna stay in your comfort and like, oh man, but these are the people I'm familiar with. This is the life I've been familiar with. This is the place I'm familiar with things.
Now this a replay, sincere, a throwback.
You're never gonna see your greatness.
It's you get situations
right
because of your programming, because
exactly.
of karma, and what you want to learn about yourself through that situation.
Exactly.
So it don't matter what your situation is. Who are you under the pressure?
It don't matter what your situation is when you die and get faced with yourself into the all. Those situations ain't gonna matter. What matters is what you did. What's your life? You knew the truth. Did you actually live it? You're gonna see everything that you did. It don't matter about the circumstance or the situation. That's an obstacle. We had circumstances and situations, and we went through it because we saw the truth, and it was in our heart, and it didn't matter. We got through it, and we took that leap of faith and let everything go.
Yes, ma'am.
Our righteous path and start our
yes, ma'am.
Someone said everyone don't have it as sweet as you do. All you just get up and follow the knowledge. Huh? Someone has
to make sacrifices.
You thought we just flew here? You think we didn't go through anything to get here?
You think we just woke up in this existence? We had to leave people.
We didn't have to make sacrifices.
Leave things.
Everybody has an excuse. No one wants to make the sacrifice. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. The most honorable Babaji, he teaches this. He teaches it all the time. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die.
He ain't teach that.
Let go.
That's an old ass saying.
You don't think we have to let go of something? We wouldn't be here if we.
That's a whole fact.
Yeah,
he ain't teach that.
Let go. Yep. Everything is desiring. Everything is.
Get it.
Because this is a spiritual journey. You can't have no attachments. When you leave this earth plane, you can't have no attachments. A spiritual journey is learning to literally want nothing, desire nothing but you. So everything that you attach yourself to is going to end up going to be a sacrifice because you have to give to get anything. If you want to have knowledge of self, if you want to have love for yourself, you have to learn how to let everything go. Because it's not about that. It's not about that. That's not why you're here. You're here for humanity.
If you have 50 trillion cells inside your body, you think this existence in this life is only for you? No.
That part.
To be married, a piece of paper don't mean nothing. The piece of paper doesn't mean the foundation of knowledge for us to be married. You want us to get married? You want to be married? A piece of paper don't mean nothing. The piece of paper doesn't mean that we're one mind, one self, one heart, one soul. That's not what a piece of paper means. You could write a lot of things on a piece of paper. I don't care if you sign it in blood. Don't mean nothing. Because the moment that you go into your lower self and I'm in my higher self, we are no longer one mind. We are now separated. We are now divorced. I know y'all, it's not the answer you want, but that's the answer I'm going to give you every time. I'm married to the knowledge. I'm married to my mission. I'm married to these morals and principles that I stand on. I'm married to the truth. You want to be with me? And I speak for the gods. I speak for all the men, all the gods. On this one, you want to be my wife, you have to be married to my mission. You have to be married to my knowledge. You got to be married to it. If that's where we meet. That anytime that's not important to you or a focus to you, we will no longer get along. We will no longer resonate. We will no longer harmonize. You see, because my goal is to be the best version of myself. And if your goal is anything else, that means you have a different destination. That means you have a different objective. I don't need different people with different objectives around me. I need people with the same objective around me. If you're going to be around me and be with me as my wife, then you gonna meet me on my frequency. You gonna meet me on my mission. You're gonna have something to offer. You got to be able to help me. You got to be able to add to me. Yeah, find the right queen. And I will say this, that my brothers and I, we're all still developing ourselves. You see, you see that we're all still developing ourselves. So there really is no rush to get a woman, but nigga, I don't care what they say, how they feel. Every man here wants a wife. Every man here wants a woman. Every man wants to have their feminine half. All of us do. And whether we want to accept it or not, we're always looking. We always looking. And if we learn anything from our chief, we know that he go live and he put his frequency out there. He puts his signal out there. This is what I'm doing. This is how I think. This is who I am. Uncut, raw. Look at me ugly. Look at me pretty. Look at me angry, happy, sad, whatever. However, and if you accept him in all of those things and you follow him, you know what I mean? Sending out that signal, sending out who you are. That's a key factor. So the best advice to give to my brothers or to give to any of my reflections out there with the God in their name that's looking for a woman is to keep teaching, keep sharing this frequency, keep sharing your knowledge. Use your gifts, share your gifts, give your gifts.
He speaks the
Continue to
same.
give if you want to receive. You have to give if you want to receive.
He sort of kind of.
There ain't nothing better to give than this knowledge.
See?
But your gene.
See, the thing there is, if you really listen to Solar actually sounds the same. Even though I'm talking about the message. He has to proclaim nature nut. Yes, he does. But if you listen to what he's saying, he basically has the same message. It's not like he's saying something totally different now, as far as the message. And like I told you guys before, this is a Gemini. Where my gems at? Where are my gems? It's really hard to brainwash a gem. I'm not saying it cannot be done, because you got a lot of people that were born into cults and stuff, and some may see it as a way of living. But a gem, the way their mind it's set up, it's constantly moving. A Gemini mind is constantly moving. That's mutable air, and a planet is Mercury or Jupiter. Pick which one. But it's constantly moving. It's not stagnant. Their mind, so their thoughts are constantly coming like this. Hey, Jazz. What's up, Jasmine? Well, some things that he's speaking sincere is Natureboy. Some of some of the things, them are Natureboy's words. So you got to know when it's his words and when it's Natureboy's words. Because if you notice, he's not saying that now. If you notice now, he's like, Janae, you could do the prices. With Janae completes me. You know, he's not speaking the same thing. But the reason why I'm saying that, because Natureboy claims to know all these charts. You don't really need to know these charts. But he knew that about Solar. That's why he knew Solar was a problem. Because he knew he couldn't fully brainwash Solar. He knew that. Number one. Number two, Geminis are really, they're about the kids. They can have such a childlike aura to them. Like if you got a nice Gemini, they're really good around kids. That's when they can be like childhood like. They play very good with kids. It's like they a lot of them make like really good parents. No, y'all not two-faced. People say y'all two-faced. Y'all not two-faced. There are some signs that's two-faced, but you guys are really not two-faced. Y'all just go, y'all constantly, y'all got the different extremes. Y'all got two extremes. The Pisces got two extremes. And so do Libra. Libra has two extremes too. Them three signs have two extremes. It's two sides to Libra, it's two sides to Gemini, and it's two sides to Pisces. So Nature Boy, exactly, Annie. They have a so when the child was taken, when his child was taken from him, all the spells were now broken. He just couldn't get out. That's a creative sign. Gemini is a creative sign. If you look at a lot of Geminis, look at their work. Look at their work. Like a Gemini can, they're so good. A lot of people could be Geminis, but a lot of people can't. Geminis can be a lot of different people, but a lot of people can't be Geminis. That's a whole different energy. You don't know where. That's why Kanye is very unpredictable. That's why Lauryn Hill is very unpredictable. That's why Andre 3000 is very unpredictable. That's why Prince was very unpredictable. That's why Allen Iverson was very unpredictable. At the end of the day, they have to do what they want. But what gets them in, he picked people that's down with the, to be like, to go. Yeah. I didn't want to say that name, but exactly. But I don't know if it's because he's financially struck, because them Gemini's gonna get that money, honey. The Gemini does my braids. You're so right. They got split personalities and they create the energy to empower themselves. They too hot to handle, too cold to hold. But they are about the journey. See, he picked signs that are about the journey in life. Who's about, to explore. Like Aries, you see a lot of Aries there. Aries like to explore. They like to go places. They like to do things. Geminis like to explore. They like to do things. Aquarius like to explore. They like to do things. If you notice, majority of them are the same. Certain signs ain't gonna do that. Leo not gonna do that. We not with your, Leo is not with your journey. No, they're not. They are not there to help you follow your dreams. They are not about all of that. I really need to own that they did inside that cult and take the time to handle their business and undo their wrongs. They're two sides. They have an adversary within themselves. Exactly, and I am breathing, so I cannot complain. So Nature Boy knew that. That's why he was always talking about what Solar was going to do, because he knew that. He knew it. He knew it. And once you tip them over, they will become your worst enemy. They will become one of your, once, just like the Libra. When you tip that scale, they will become your worst enemy. Saggies, we for love and nature. Well, remember, he had Saggies there too. He had Sagittarius there too. So he picked the signs that like to explore. People really think that he picked the signs because, oh, this was stupid. No, a lot of them is not stupid. A lot of them, which one is a gem? Solar is a gem. But if you look at how he moved, you can tell he's a Gemini. I always like I be around people so much. You can tell he's a gem. Oh, they got a lot of permitting. No, they didn't hate Virgos. They hated Leos. They hate Leo Black Beauty. Remember, Virgos was there. Virgos, Serenity is a Saggy, bright morning. They didn't heat it. Nature Boy said on 2 different occasions, I don't like Leos. Cause he's like, I would be in competition with them. You know, it ain't no easy street with no damn Leo. Damn it. Go on now. I can see Sassy was a Gemini. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They got a lot to repent for, but I'm glad that he's letting it out. I'm glad that he's finding. I have not ran into a Leo I have gotten along with. I don't know what to tell you, Jasmine. Hey, Miss Doubles. Hey, baby. But I'm telling you about his nature. About his nature. Don't worry about the saddle, the sad and the Pluto. Just look at his sun. This is Gemini. But like I said, the same thing goes for Pisces, and same thing goes for Libra. It's 2 sides to them. Once you tip a Libra, they can't be too loving or too hateful. They have to say, you got that ish right, Angela. They have to stay balanced. They have to stay balanced. The more balanced they are, the better it is for you. The better it is for you. Because people don't understand. Libras that's a shrewd sign there. Libras are now the #1 billionaires. Used to be Leo. Leos used to be #1 billionaires, but it's Libra now. Libra is the #1 billionaires in the whole wide world. The damn them Libras. Now I love you. I love you, Libras. But Pisces also. But Pisces, I'm a Sag, and we get along with Leo as long as they don't mind that I take things too seriously. Well, Sags take things too seriously. Leo takes everything to heart. But baby, y'all can party together. A Sag and a Leo can partay together, baby. I'll tell you that much. He might want to get ahead of it before they call in. Now, it was another lady, right? I really like her channel. Her name is Sika. Zika or Sika, right? Now she had a dream of some additional charges. Hopefully her dream comes true. I might show it tomorrow, right before. Well, no, I will not, because I don't know what time it's going to start. I'll be with the kids tomorrow. I'm gonna do a whole park chronicles, because the stories that I hear in the park and the stories that these kids be telling, oh my goodness. I'm a Sag, so I get it. I take everything seriously. I always thought it was because I was brought up by my grandparents. Oh, you seen it, right? Yeah, I appreciate her page, but I'm just saying that just in case you guys would like to go see the video. But I just forgot. I'll be out in the morning because I wanted to play Sika's video first and then play if he's going to get released tomorrow or not. Now, you got some pages that said that they spoke to a judge and they say he might be released tomorrow. And then I know for a fact that they're getting more evidence as we speak. There's a lot of things we don't know that's going on behind the scene. Is he a mama's boy, Jackie? Them Leo men love their mamas, honey. Them Leo men love their mamas. They are mama babies. Well, Leos, period. Especially if they got a good mama. They love their mama. Oh, you dag sure do be everywhere. Long as you here too, you could be everywhere, but long as you're here too. And I'm glad that we like the same community of people. I'm glad that we like the same community of people. And I'm for one, I don't mind throwing another channel's name out there. I don't mind because it's really the same community and people do good work. A lot of people do good work and they got other points of view, you know? Brother Polite still trying to get money, girl. I seen a couple of his videos. He's still trying to tell people how to get money. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's Sika. Okay, I said it right. Sika. But I knew Sika for a while. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, but that's if he's not a flight risk. That's if he's not a flight risk, bright morning. That's if he's not a flight risk. If he's not a flight risk. You know? But if you come home, boy, this YouTube gonna be hot tomorrow. If he come home, this YouTube will be hot tomorrow, and we will be there. I'll be there. I'm telling you, I might leave them kids, come live tomorrow, and go back to the kids. I don't know. I don't know. I remember that video about wanting to be with her sisters in the hood. Mm. Yes, baby. But like I said, he is now in his Gemini energy. He requested for you to follow him on IG. Ooh, to the no. To the no. And like I said, that's a very powerful energy. Very powerful energy. Very powerful energy. So he's hoping that these videos, which I don't understand what he's doing, is he's hoping these videos that he does get back to the popo. He's hoping that these videos that he do get back to the police. That's why he said he deserves to be there. He deserved to be under the jail. Jail is not good enough for him. He did this to my daughter. The only thing is he got to back that up. He has to now back that up. And we're going to get on a Terry right now. This Virgo don't play. Don't play. This Virgo don't play, baby. Where my cappies at? Where are my cappies? Brother Polite is not a Virgo. But where my cappies at? Now, Natureboy knew he was playing with fire when he's messing with the Terry. Where my cappies? A cappy will destroy your life. A cappy will destroy your life. Do you understand what I'm saying? A Capricorn, they like, if you, let's say you have a Capricorn going to the store and have an argument with somebody, that Capricorn will now go to the highest of the highs to let them know you they love writing letters. They like doing stuff in order, but they would destroy your life. Don't what made him take that damn go on? What you is supposed to be? You are supposed to be the master teacher. You knew Natera was going to destroy your life. You the one kept effing with her. You first of all, she's already a snappy cappy. She still kept, you knew that if she wanted Solar, you knew that she wasn't going to stop to get Solar. Cappies take their time. That goat moves very slow. That goat moves very slow, but it does make it to the top of the mountain. And they go through a lot to get to the top of the mountain. They could walk, they go on it, they could even walk on the side of the building. They take their time, checka, 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 checka. But they do eventually get to the top. And if you are their enemy, you damn right they strategic as shit. You got that right. I try. They are resilient. Virgos are more resilient. But the Capricorns get you different. They get you the legal type of way, and that's what Nature Boy forgot. She was going to get him legally. They get you the legal type of way. Them the ones that would get you fired from your job. F with them. You F around and lose a job or something. He picked. We cool until you mess with us. I just F somebody up from stealing from me. Shoot. Even when the Cappies are young. Now the good thing about it, Virgos get in trouble legally. Ooh, you bet. Yeah, baby. You know I know, Angie, baby. No, I know. I've been trying, but these are the things. But Nature Boy picked the two signs that would get his ass. But if nobody else was going to get him, he should have knew Nateri was. Look how you kept effing with her. Look how we done shown video on top of video on top of video. How he humiliated this girl. And that goat sat there like, wait till I get on top of the mountain. Wait till I get on top of that damn mountain. Baby, I'm gonna show you something. Hello? That's cardinal earth. Cardinal earth. They don't bend, baby. They don't bend. And they ain't in game for the long haul. Whatever game they're in or whatever that they do, they in it for the long haul. That's why FBI hasn't left. Because in the end, FBI wants to be queen. She's a Cappy too. She goes and diss them, and then she comes back like nothing. Yeah, because she knew she was taking his ass down. That Cappy knew she was taking him down. Nature Boy was just too stupid to see it. Nature Boy, they got so deep into all these different planets that they forgot the basics. They forgot the basics. It's always the basics that get you. When you get too deep into something, you get lost. You get lost trying to go so deep. It's always the little things in the basics that get you. He knew that chick was a Capricorn. What did you think she was going to do, Nature Boy? What did you think that damn Capricorn was going to do to you? You done ripped her whole life apart. You done tore that girl whole life apart. Then you used her. You humiliated her. You talked about her being a whore. Then you was asking her how much money. You thought the joke was on her, right? You thought the joke was on the Capricorn. How silly of you. How silly of you to think the joke was on the Capricorn. Angela, let them know, Angie, where my Cappies at? Where my Cappies? Where my Cappies? Nature Boy earned everything. Yes, he earned it, but he must have He brought her back for it, right? He brought her back for it. And the last straw is you put that on Twitter. You put that out on Twitter. That was her last straw. And that's what broke the camel back. And she unleashed all that damn Capricorn energy on your ass. She released all that Capricorn energy on your ass. I could have told you. I could have told you. But let's finish hearing this.
A confusing answer. Why not just say yes or no? It's not a confusing answer. It's actually very simple.
You're a Cappy, Nikki. I ain't playing with you.
Babylonian perspective of
I
what a
ain't
marriage
bothering
is,
you,
or what it means to
Miss
be
Cappy.
with somebody, or to be in a relationship with somebody. I have a relationship with Zoka. I have a relationship with my phone. I have a relationship with the earth. I have a relationship with True. I have a relationship with everybody. I have a relationship with the dog. I have a relationship with a cat. I have a relationship with the bird. I have a relationship with the oxygen. That's not the point. Y'all looking at this from a lower self perspective. I'm not gonna go there with you. I'm not gonna go to a lower self perspective with you. You want a normal relationship with me. So to have a normal relationship with me, this is what we gotta do, right? I'm gonna say it again, just in case you missed it. And I'm gonna slow it down for you. To be married means, hey, peace, Elway, what up, God? To be married means to be on the same frequency, when two things become one. So you're talking about two souls coming together to be one soul. Well, how can two souls be one soul? They have to have the same frequency. We'd have to vibrate on the same frequency. So what frequency do I vibrate on? The highest frequency.
Yeah, he does. He does, Ewan.
Divine knowledge of self. Divine knowledge of self. Morals and principles. Righteousness. This is my frequency. And if you are not on my frequency, then I'll never see you. I'll never be with you. We could never meet. We could never be together. If you are not, we would never be one. We could never be one. Soka's no longer on your level, which means that she's no longer committed to the mission. Look, is she here? Is she doing what she got to do?
Let me tell you something. You ain't lying, Nikki. My daughter sat there. I don't know if she was in second grade or fourth grade. Little Miss Cappy. The teacher got her mad. The teacher got her mad, right? I remember the teachers used to have other people call me because they were scared that if they knew that if my daughter found out that they the one called, they were scared of her back then. I believe I don't know, the second grade or fourth grade. But the teacher pissed her off. Here she goes. She wrote a full letter of how she wanted the man fired. She broke everything down like she was in college. You should have seen this letter. This from a little girl here. So they sent the copy of the letter back to us. I'm like, damn, girl, you in fourth grade? I can't even write like that. And the girl was not stopping until she was getting the teacher fired. I don't know if the man got fired or not, but we didn't hear about that teacher no more. That's a little Cappy for you. I said, God damn it, little Cappy. They don't, Cappies don't play. No. They mean business. Business and Capricorn go together. Yeah, I know y'all don't forget nothing. Y'all don't forget nothing. But we do got the sweet Cappies now. We got the ones that people don't give Cappies enough credit. But we do got the Cappies that will give you their last. We do, but one thing about Cappies, like they don't let everybody in their circle. First of all, they pick and choose who in their circle. They're not people that just likes to have friends just to have friends. I'm not saying this is about all cappies, but most cappies, like they'll socialize here and there, but their friends are handpicked. Their friends, their circle, everything is handpicked. Everything is handpicked. And it's, I hate to say it, but remember, cappies is IUs and their earth. Y'all don't want Aya? Y'all kicked her out the cappy. But the Aquarius daughter did it. Mm-mm-mm. We like our Sour Patch Kids. But with the cappies too, they got a soft spot. But they don't play though. Don't cappies don't play. They don't play. Their mouth is reckless. That's why I call them snappy cappies. They don't play. Mm-mm. 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 Hey, immortal. Morals. Welcome. 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 I love this lady's channel. I love Immortal Morals channel. I think she knows that already because I tell her that all the time. And I'm glad you can hear me say that. I love your channel. She has a very good channel. And she also covers the same topic. She's in the same community. I love her channel. And I remember, I think I showed the video of you. I had your back, girl. When they try to trap you off, they try to trap my girl off. Because we already knew them two was about, we already called it. We already called them two getting back together. So it's so crazy. I was doing a video and I peeped it. And then when she peeped it, but I think she had conversations and stuff with people and they try to go after her. We had your back over here, Mortal. We had your back, boo. And I spoke up for you, and the people in my chat spoke up for you. But we had your back. We had you. I would love to know. I'm gonna send you an invite if you would like to come up. And I would like to know your thoughts on what's going on. And what do you think about tomorrow? If you'd like to come up, I would love for you to come up for a couple of seconds. You know, I'm always loving somebody's channel, right? I see the good. I see the good. I see the good. But I would love to hear what you have to say, sister. You want to come up and bless us with your thoughts? I would love it. Yeah, but they try to go after my sister and stuff. But we wasn't having it. We was not having it over here. We wasn't having it. No. We ain't scared over here. We ain't never scared. Bring it. Bring it. We right here. We ain't going anywhere. We right here. I think I got the best mods on the planet. I got the best mods on the planet. And when my mods get finished with you, you will go under a corner somewhere crying. But I'm waiting for her to click on the link. When she click on the link, because then I want to revisit Sunny. Because I told you, Sunny Baby, they were supposed to Sunny Baby, they was the only matter of fact, the only child that Natureboy knew that wasn't his. Where Babylon said to be married, you have to have them papers, sir. And you them papers on another woman other than the Terry. Hello, hello. It's okay. It says lawfully wedded wife. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, they legally married. True. And and I'm so used to calling her Arsenio Hall. I'm quit call her Arsenio Hall. Even I could say true on Arsenio Hall. Now you gave your daughter too much. She's my Cappy sis. Now don't give your oh she grown now. She grown now. Now don't give your daughter too much. She's oh what day is your day, Nikki? What day is your day? What day is your day? What day is your day? Oh Sheba. Yeah, cause you gotta be calling her Arsenio Hall. So I forgot that name was Sheba because you call her Arsenio Hall. Yeah, they married. Minty and the other chick got married. Velvet got married, and they got married. Mm-hmm. They got married. Yes, ma'am. Izine. Yes. They make the cutest couple though. Oh God, they make a very cute couple. They make a cute couple. Mm-hmm.
I doing what I gotta do. Look, we want to look at relationships with other people. And we want to find our other half. So I understand. I understand the obsession. I understand the fixation on having one person with you and holding on to them. I understand it. It's comfortable. It makes you feel good. I know, I get it. Trust me, I understand. But how, before I cuss, how could you be with
No, Shaka
somebody
didn't get
else
married that day. Not that day.
when you're not
Not in
even good
Las
at being
Vegas.
with
Not in Las
yourself?
Vegas.
How could you be with anyone else when you can't even be by yourself? You crave a relationship so bad because you can't be by yourself. You're looking for somebody to escape away into, to run away from yourself through, because you can't sit in a room with just you. You can't enjoy time with just you. That's a problem. If you can't do that, you damn sure not ready for to share the space with another person. You still getting to know you. You see, at the end of the day, I'm still getting to know me. It don't matter if I tell you I'm single, I'm taken, I have this many wives, that many wives. It don't matter. At the end of the day, I got me. I got a relationship with my higher self. I'm in a relationship with my higher self. I'm in a relationship with the knowledge. I'm in a relationship with the best version of me. You understand me? So I'm not going to entertain a lower self perspective on relationships. Y'all need to go watch Jerry Springer. Y'all want to go look at people and y'all want to go look at people and go ahead and get into their relationships and try to watch their relationships and stuff like that. You got Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all can go turn TV on. Y'all can go escape from your reality doing that. Go watch a movie. Go follow your favorite celebrities. Go do something else. That's not what you're gonna get.
Hello?
Hello, Queen. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm sorry it took me so long to get here. I had to reset my password. It was a lot. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Girl, I love your channel. I love what you do. I love the work that you put in.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you so much. And I
Hey,
do it all
Planty
from my
Poo.
phone.
Yeah, I heard. I've heard you say that. I couldn't do it.
I
Hey,
need to
Planty
get a
Poo.
laptop. I'm so cheap.
You'll get it, and eventually you'll get it. Wait till November.
Right. Okay.
Wait for the day after Thanksgiving, girl, and go get your laptop. You can pay it in installments too.
I mean, I have one, but it just doesn't do all the things I want to do. Like, it doesn't, not the editing, the kind of editing I want to do. So I have to buy a bigger one. it doesn't hold enough data.
Oh Lord, I can't edit if they paid me to.
Oh, I love it. That's my passion. Oh my God, I could do that for hours. Somebody could pay me to edit anything, and I'll do it for
Girl,
hours.
girl, don't say that because I will be. Hello, immortal. How you doing, sis? Do I get that special? I get that special.
Sure thing.
Now, how long have you been into this this sector? Well, I ain't gonna call it a sector, but I'm gonna call it carbonation.
What is this? 2022. I think I started 2017 or 2018, like around there, like mid 2017.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was you that was watching it or having a channel? Because I don't remember your name.
Oh, I was a spectator at
Like
first.
okay, like I
Yeah.
was. Hmm.
Yeah, I was a spectator. I was watching, and then I was like, okay, this is bothering me because I have a teenage daughter, and like they're gearing, like like recruiting teens, like they're targeting teenagers, and I have a stepdaughter that's 23, and I'm like, yeah, I got to start on my own page so I can educate my daughters about what's going on. So if they happen to scroll TikTok, IG, and they see this, they need to know who they are. You know what I mean? And so, and then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger than that.
Oh,
That's how it
okay,
happened.
girl. Now, what was the situation? Because okay, how much she bust the heck out of this Nisha? Yes, she did. Oh, you're sub. I'm so glad we got us. So we have to support each other. Running through your comments, man. Much respect to your content and your pack.
Thank
That's
you.
from Nikki. I told you, girl. We be going hard for you over here. We go hard. We go hard for people who go hard, and I felt your sincerity. I,
Oh, thank you.
yeah, I felt your realness, and then even before that took place, you had a little splat with somebody. Now, what was that? Or you don't have to really go into. We could keep it on this.
Oh, I'm an open
You don't.
book, girl. I don't care. Let me
No,
think.
because I don't really like to go into splats. But if somebody don't, they want to talk about it's up to. I like to talk about really the content of
The
what you
only
do.
person I could think recently that I got into a splat with
Don't
is
mention no
Ryan.
names.
Oh,
Oh, you know what? I got my own video because I have another channel. I've
mhm.
been one that I warned everybody. I wish I would have known you. So I'm gonna put my email in here so we can now we can correspond. I
Yeah,
think
because I have his police records and I have his father's police records. I'm just waiting to release those. But I'm just
mm-mm.
gonna start just
They
making
try to
fun of
set
him. Yeah, because
him
he's a troll. He's a
him
troll, and I'm gonna troll him.
him and another lady tried to set me up, girl. You gonna try to set up the wrong person.
What, tried to set you up? How?
This when he first came on the scene. Now,
Oh, okay.
only my old heads, like Nicole, my old heads, when I went, girl, I did a whole video. I went in. And he was like, send me everything, send me everything. The fuck out, pardon me. The F I will, you the one, I got 48 hours. So why are you in the business? You do the same thing that we did. You go look for the videos, you go do your research and all this. But he was on another lady's channel and she brought him in. I ain't saying no name.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Hmm. But she
Yeah.
brought him in. She was caping for him and everything. Then she was talking about people to be on his side and stuff like that. And then, we were cool. But then I'm like, I'm not cool with somebody who brought him in. And that's her own kind. So, of course, she's going to side with her own side, her own kind.
Oh, now you lost me. I don't know.
Ah,
I thought I knew who you were talking about. I guess I
ah.
don't.
Edwin, you getting some subs, girl. You getting some subs. Yeah, we support. Right.
Oh,
So,
thank you. Oh
so
my God, thank you, y'all.
yeah, we don't play over here. So it was her own kind, the mayonnaise, right? So
There's
I just
only one other person I know in this
that
sector that
so
is cream colored, but I'm
and
not gonna say her
I
name.
I I was I was show, but like I said, that's it. That's really dead. But we been called to my. I did videos on my Tony T channel. I done blew him out the water. So this was like a year and a half ago. Yeah, about a year and a half, almost 2 years. So then he crept back in the scene when he went after Star, right?
Yeah.
And we bust that wide open. So
Uh-huh.
I was like, when I heard you talking about the Ryan, I'm like, girl, I wish we was cool. I could have showed you this girl. He's been trying to do this for the long. Get his ass. Get his ass.
I'm not done. And I know his videos don't get no views, but I don't care because as long as he's doing what he's doing, I'm going to continue posting about him. I don't care. Like it can get 11 views, but he's not going to continue doing this because he's oh my god, what he's doing is so morally wrong and I can't stomach it. So I just have to expose him.
Yeah, but like I said, once I was two and done. Then he went away. He went away, and then I had to blow up on the lady who did it because we was cool, and you turned on me because I didn't want to feed him with the bullshit.
Yeah.
And then we was going at it. Then I once I'm done. Gone. Because then this could last a lifetime if you
Right.
want it that way. I know how I am. But somebody asked the question, can you explain the blue eyes in your intro?
The blue eyes? Which intro?
I know you're talking about Legos. Legos.
Oh yeah, that's the all-seeing eye.
Yeah, you got Tamara, you got the wrong one.
Yeah, I'm not logos. I'm
That's
not
logos
logos.
you're talking about. It is crazy that a lot of people, like my people, didn't side with me. They sided with her. And I became the bad guy. And I lost a lot of people. But come to find out, I was right.
Right. S.L. Davis
I
had the
was
same
right.
story. The same exact story about Natiri.
Well, I already knew what Nateri was up to, first of all. That's a cat. Like I said, she's a Capricorn. She wasn't going to stop until she destroyed his life.
Ooh.
I tell y'all, leaving Capricorns alone. So I sit back because I'm much older. So I already know how the story is going to go because there's nothing new under the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing new. And like I said, when that baby left, and the way they was telling him to forget about it. Remember when they had the man's talk? And it was just men. And then they did the fake dancing. And you could tell he was not connected to Zoka then. But then they had them dancing. I'm like, these people think we're a bunch of fools. Anybody who has had a baby before knew the girl was lying.
Yeah.
But it's a shame that people sat up there and let them lies. Just like when people hear Natureboy's story and, oh, he was born a crack baby. I'm like, how do y'all let that lie slide when you know if he's quote unquote born in 82? Crack was not on the East fucking coast, okay?
You're right. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. There wasn't no crack then.
I'm not gonna say my age, but you're right.
We ain't got to say I ate, but I'm saying us older people know better, and we listen. Oh, all we hear is what? No, son, dope was out, and all these other drugs was out. Crack was not. There's no possible way in 82.
It wasn't.
You was a crack baby, and then at 82. Then people don't think about the events that happened between the 80s and a lot of things that he claimed he was doing. You couldn't have possibly done. You was doing it at 3-4 years old. Stop it. Like I even broke down that first video. I went back into the archives, and every time I go back into certain archives, I notice that a lot of newer people go right to them same archives, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. Yes, I hear you, Angela, my love. So I had to break down every single lie according to dates and time.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of these stories, like even one part, he said, oh, I was a bad kid. He went from the lady beating him to the lady said that he got to be home before the sundown.
Mm-hmm.
For a person who got beat so bad, didn't have marks and stuff on it, how was you able to play with kids? Usually when kids get beat so bad, they don't go out and play with kids. You can't be outside all the time playing with your friends but getting beat at the same time mercilessly.
See, now, Candy, I don't know if you heard of Young Candy.
Yeah.
Okay. So, according to her, she grew up with Nature Boy when they were kids, and she backed that part up. She said that his parents were extremely strict. They were very religious. They were in church all the time, and he did have to go in the house before the streetlights came on. But she said, I don't recall him ever being beat. I don't
Thank you.
recall him telling me, because we were
Mm-hmm.
close friends, we were neighbors. She said that I never heard him tell me that I'm getting abused at home.
Thank
She
you.
said that he was actually, what is the word? I just smoked earlier. Um, he lived an okay life, basically,
Mm-hmm.
like a middle class, upper middle class life, and he exaggerates what happened to him. But as far as the physical abuse, Young Candy said no, absolutely not. But everything else is true. His
But
parents were extremely strict and very religious.
I didn't have to hear that, because when people tell their own story, I put dates and times together.
Yeah.
I make stuff add up myself.
And then, especially if you looking at them while they're telling their stories, you could tell that they're lying.
Mm-hmm.
Because certain facial things that they do, when they look up, they're looking for that lie. They're trying to remember what makes sense. Let me look up. Those are lies. And I remember, I recall catching him doing that often. So I knew a lot of the shit that he talked about was fictitious. Like when the affidavit first came out, when he got arrested, it was so many incorrect things in that affidavit. It was unreal. His birthday was wrong.
No, his birthday was right. That was his brother's birthday.
Okay.
So his birthday, so they got mixed up on that. But
okay, that's what.
How I know a Taurus. He is no Leo. He is a straight Taurus. But they fixed that.
Okay, I didn't see the fix. I didn't see the upgraded one.
Yeah, I know the guy who put it up there, but he never went back and changed it. But go ahead.
Okay. And there was a lot of grammatical. I don't know. And I know he lied to his attorney, because when his attorney said, and I thought everyone, I don't know if you caught this, you probably did because you're intelligent, but when his attorney said that he went to the service and then got out of the service and graduated high school.
Oh my God, girl. And then he got Bob. That damn attorney was sweating. That man was all type of pink and red. I was on the floor. Yes, it was crack based in the 80s, but wasn't the early 80s photogenic. It was the mid it was the mid 80s.
Yeah.
The mid 80s.
85, 86, 87.
Right. And I, like, when I do something, I even showed when was crack on the East Coast. I always go back. We go onto the Google, and we go through this together, because we like the professional private eyes here. We go
Google is. I'm in a polygamous relationship with Google. Okay,
you got to be. You gotta be.
That is my woman. Man,
you gotta have different sources. Yes, you do. But I had to let them know, because I know, because I was born. I remember when crack hit. I remember in the early 80s. See, what happened was, and then the man claimed he was in jail 16 and 19. What the fuck?
He was never in jail. He's such a liar, dude.
I'm like, Ninja. But see, nobody was, he made it so that, and then the one thing I always knew, how I knew he wasn't abused as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you how, and I knew this from the jump. His music. Because the music that was played, you could tell the music was played in the house. And usually when you abuse, you don't keep going. Like certain songs keep putting you, or eras of music put you. Now, if he had dark times,
yes.
But I'm like, no, he loves it too much.
Yeah, you are absolutely correct on a psychological standpoint, and that's what I like to look at things. And you are absolutely correct.
I said, your music gave you away, son. Music give you away and you're into it too much. But they had no, these young folks didn't have, nobody to say, hey, crack wasn't out then. He's lying. You know, they didn't have nobody to tell them that. And then nobody bothered to say that. Nobody never put it in a thing, hey, your cheap is a liar. Research when crack came out. He was not a born crackhead. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody was there to mid 80s because I worked on a special force to buy educate. Yeah, mid 80s. Yes. I remember because I remember one minute my friends back in the days, we all used to jump from one person house to next person house and everybody mama was their mama. And then crack came out. Next thing you know, they was arch enemies shooting at each other, girl.
Hmm.
Broke my heart. So,
Hmm.
and then I remember all the girls that just so pretty and had everything went from being in the elevator. I remember tops everywhere. I'm like, we were born then. Like certain education, I don't have to. We were born.
Right.
We certain things we know because we were born then. And I'm like, no, nobody told these kids, you know, you know, you could just Google crack, but everybody took the story because
Yeah.
we hear the story crack baby so much that we didn't bother to say he could not have been one. And then remember he claimed he never saw his mother and father,
Lies.
but Leo was born. How did that take place? With two dead parents, but you and Leo had the same one. And Leo is your younger brother. So how did they die before you were one and Leo was born? But we uncovered this like years ago, though. I'm just telling you.
That's
I'm
just
listening
funny.
to this stuff and I'm like, what?
Oh my goodness.
No, he didn't say cocaine or meth. He said crack baby. Because that he was, remember, Nature Boy, hey sweetness. Remember, Nature Boy always takes on the life of somebody else.
Yep.
Or a character or a movie.
People don't even realize there's a real nature boy in Washington, D.C. And he sits in front of the White House on a bench with tethered clothes. And he has long, white, matted locks. And that's the real nature boy. He branded himself that before the wrestler did. So that's where Nature Boy got his name. Is from that black man that sits in front of the White House every single day. And people sit and talk to him. I did a whole thing about him on my old page. And I was like, do y'all know this is where he got this from? Because he went to the tropics. He did everything that Nature Boy tried to do, but he was successful. And he was a very wealthy man.
I think I showed that also. I think I
Yeah, he's
showed
older
it.
with white locks. His hair's white,
Yeah,
matted. Yeah.
yeah.
And yep.
Uh-huh. Now, you on Bigo too?
I'm on Bigo, but I'm not a host. I just go and screen record and listen to BS and post funny pictures on my page.
I do Bigo too, but I only play music. I
Oh,
only play music, so that's all I do. Is I
well,
do.
that's a good idea.
That's it, and I let the music play and go about my business. But I only play music. But now, when did it start? When people started to contest you, and you had to let them know, I'm not the one.
Oh God. You know what? The first time I ever got really, really tested was with Nateri. And I got tested with her on my last page, and her sister came after me. Because I mean, we were going back, and I posted all the screenshots of the entire conversation I had because
Yeah, we got it, girl. I
I'm
showed it.
very transparent with my followers. I show them I probably show them too much.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but I got into it with her sister because once again, I reposted some of the BS that she was doing and I added my opinion to it. And so they started telling me that I was being a bully, that I was stalking her, and that they were going to file harassment charges on me. And I'm like, what? And so that went on for like 2 weeks. Like, she was telling people to report my page. She was telling her followers to go report me for harassment and bullying. That's probably part of the reason why my page got snatched. Is because
I
of
would have
her and
reported
Nature
her
Boy.
ass, and I'd have took her to court for feeding me a bunch of bullshit on damn line and telling me a bunch of damn lies. Don't come for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm too intelligent. I'm older than you, have way more life experience than you. I know what slander is. I know what harassment is. I know what stalking
Oh
is. And
yeah,
everything that I
that's what it
did was not
was.
those things.
Hmm.
So
But that was her sister.
that was her and her sister. Yes, ma'am. And I wish I had my old page, because I would blast all those screenshots.
I
Her
got,
sister.
but I
Yeah.
got the screenshot. I showed them.
Oh, you did?
You mean when? Oh, you don't. It's, you got a different page now.
Yeah, okay, let me tell you what happened to my old
Because
page.
them screenshots of stuff I have on this page, because baby, I told you we had your back on that.
Yeah, what
I got
happened
it.
was my page got snatched down. Let me tell you what happened. Do you remember, like, a week? I don't know if it was a couple of days or a week. I think it was a couple of days, when before he got arrested, when they were having because he kept getting banned on IG, Bigo, and Twitter. So he decided to do a Zoom call. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in that Zoom call, they were doing a lot of pornographic things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and in that Zoom call, in that Zoom meeting, Ja was walking around the house freely. And they were in the backyard giving Nature Boy fellatio. And even True confirmed it, because Black Velvet's asked specifically, and it's on YouTube, True, do you know if your son Ja saw what was going on that Zoom call? I don't know. So when my followers found that out, they came and told me. I went to Google, my other girlfriend, and I asked Google, how do you report a Zoom call? So I put the directions in my stories. And so literally 3 minutes later, I get flooded with messages telling me that Nature Boy is telling everyone in that Zoom call to report your page. 2 days later, my page was gone.
Mm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Well, hold on, let me see if I can find that. Cause you know me, my videos be so long. So whatever the title be, I don't know what's in between.
And it's crazy because I was talking to a lot of authorities, and they were on my page gathering evidence. Like, I had
Mm-hmm.
like 3 detectives on my page and
Mm-hmm.
2 officers. And so
Mm-hmm.
they were screen recording and screenshotting a lot of shit. Like, one of my posts actually made it to Atlanta 11 News
Mm.
before it got snatched down. It was a post about the PPP loans, and it had Jayon's name on it, and it had my immortal moral. That was my post. They
Wait,
got it
hold
from
on.
there.
I need your help for 1 second. How long ago was that? So that'll help me find it quicker.
The fight with Janae and her
Mm-hmm.
sister? Oh, that
Mm-hmm.
was sometime last year.
Was that the post? No, when you exposed the post.
Which post?
When you showed the screenshots and stuff.
Of Solar and Natiri's live?
No,
Or
when you was going at it with somebody, and it was with Nateri, and you showed the screenshots.
I showed the screenshots of the conversation I was having with Natiri and her sister
Right. How long ago was that?
over a year ago.
No, something you did recently.
Recently, I think that's still on my page.
Okay. All right. So these
Yeah.
are two different. So these are two
Two
different.
different,
Okay.
yes. I don't know what her beef is with me though. Like, every
And you,
YouTuber talks about her, but she comes after me for some reason. I
and then
don't
she
get it.
was it you? She was like, and don't call me name.
No, okay, so that was her friend that I interviewed and who
Okay.
gave me all that tea that turned out to be all true. That she wasn't lying, like Janae told everyone that she was. She was not lying. Everything she said happened. But yeah, she, like I was telling someone else, a lot of people don't realize that these Carbonation members have a lot of secret supporters that have fake pages, and they don't like being in the limelight. They don't comment, they don't do anything, but they send them money on a regular basis because for some reason, like she told me, for some reason, I just gravitated towards Janae. I just really like her. And she was like, Shay, I can't really tell you why I sent this girl so much money. So what happened was they were having a conversation, and in that conversation she said, and nay, da 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 da. And Janae got extremely offended by that, and she was like, my name is Janae. You can call me Janae. Don't call me Nay. So that pissed her friend off, that supporter off. And for whatever reason, she felt like she wanted to disclose all that information to me. So I was like, okay, sure, whatever. I don't care.
Oh, I would have made a whole song called Nay, 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 Nay. I am not, because I'm going to put a funny spin to it. I am not the one to start with, because I'm going to gig on you. Remember, I'm from the old school when we used to play the dozens. You don't want I did a whole song. Nay, I'm like, check out my new video. Going, nay, 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 nay.
Oh my gosh,
That's
you would heat her up, girl.
yes, I would. So okay, go ahead, go on, because we want to understand what went down.
That's about it. And I think like she kept asking me to take down the post, whatever post I posted about her. This was with Janae's sister last year, and I never did. And so that just kind of died down. I ended up just completely ignoring her messages, so she just gave it up. And this recent time, the same thing happened, and I posted everything on my page, and I posted what the friend was telling me. Okay, so Janae wanted to have a 3-way call with me, her friend, and herself. But the conditions was I could not record the phone call.
Mm-hmm.
And I declined that. I said, I need to protect myself, because you've been out here telling everyone that I'm a liar and I'm this and I'm that and I'm this and I'm then the third, but you want to have this conversation with me. So if you're not going to vindicate me and say, you know what, she isn't lying, I overreacted, I apologize, there's nothing for us to talk about. And so that's when she went on that whole tangent. I'm going off of social media for a while. I need a break and blah, 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 and all this and all that. And you see, she never left. And mind you, she has yet to block me.
She need them damn donations.
She has yet. I've been all these horrible things to her, but she still allows me to follow her on IG. How much sense does that make? That just shows you how big of a liar she is. She's full of it.
She's full of it. But I want to ask you now, with these new events that's going down, even though they're going to take them down together, but how do you feel? Not the fact that she was solar, but even before they officially got back together, because they was always talking behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. Common sense, because he was liking everything and she was liking it back. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. How do you feel about like the fact of her like going to the parade and showing off her body and doing all the shakes? I mean, one thing don't have to do with another, but my thing is that it doesn't make him not guilty, but a lot of what I'm saying, she's jeopardizing, if he gets time, how much time he gets, because they can feel that she wasn't damaged from it, so they might just give him a 1 to 3.
Right, because okay, first of all, that phone call when he said reach out to Nateri and ask her to drop the charges, that's all over the news, right? What did Solar do? He did exactly what Natureboy told him.
So, but I'm saying even before that, just all the videos that she's putting out, living her life, which means she's stating that she was not affected or damaged so bad.
Exactly. So the prosecution is definitely going to use that against her, because you are literally dating one of the men that was under the man that you alleged CA'd you. You're dating one of his quotation disciples. You're out here belly dancing, you're out here in thongs at festivals. That's character based.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the prosecution, they're going to eat that up, even though she never has to testify because the state is going to pick it up. She never even has to appear in court. That's a possibility. However, the prosecution, which she doesn't realize because I believe she's incredibly naive, they're watching everything that she's doing because they want to win this case.
I think that's why Solar stepped up more and calling him all types of evil and started bringing up the daughter to now to make his credit. Because I already knew once they took that man's daughter, and I knew the Gemini in him, that childlike, he took it. He took his chance for him to be a dad in the way that it was done. But I showed from a long time ago when they was doing them damn sacrificial dances and stuff and conjuring all them different spirits.
Yeah.
But the thing, what happened with Nature Boy is, number one, he was trying to be too many different things and did not master not one. You just can't, well, let me choose Shun one day and choose this one. He thought that's what the June 7th or June 5th was all about. He was supposed to conjure in his mind. He was going to conjure all of the different entities and it'll all be in him, in his mind. Number one. Number two, he did not get permission from the powers that be to even use the three, to use their hand signals.
He didn't get permission to do any of the things that he has done.
But
and neither has Solar. Solar's walking around calling himself a shaman. And I find that extremely offensive because of my heritage.
But
no, you're not.
He called himself a shaman back then, but that's not the occult world. Nature Boy was dibbling in that occult world.
And all of them were.
Yeah, but Nature Boy, remember that he's the leader. He didn't get permission. Remember, the rest of them are following him. He didn't get permission to throw them threes up. He didn't get permission to make them pyramids. He didn't get permission. He didn't get permission.
He didn't get permission, and they're all still doing it.
But it's mainly on Nature Nut because that's a whole different occult. That's them Masons. And
they
stuff.
were there when it happened, though. They were a part of that. That's a ceremony.
Right.
They were a part of it.
Right.
So it's just not affecting him. It's just he's the leader.
Right.
But a demon. I mean, like I told a lot of other people, Nature Boy is legion. There's not just one specific demon in him. He has a plethora.
Yeah, and them things they started eating his ass up.
Yeah, he has a plethora, and they can maneuver. They can move around. So demons like attention, right?
Exactly.
Right. So he's behind. Listen to me. Listen to this. He's behind bars, right? Now, a demon can't do, and he's in solitary. He's not with General Pop because he's a cult leader. Quotation. So a demon can't feed in solitude. So what it's going to do, it's going to jump to the next host that thinks that he's that man who is Solar. Even Nature Boy said a long time ago, verbatim, he said, I know if something was to ever happen to me, Solar will be the one to try to replace me. And what happened is that egotistical demon that was in Nature Boy is slowly transitioning into Courtney, and it's evident.
But he don't want to be Nature Boy.
You can be a different variation of it.
He can. That I can agree with. But
Nature Boy started off one way, and he ended up a whole different way. He's just starting out. He's in his infancy. Just like when Nature Boy started out. He was in his infancy.
He was not. No, Nature Boy wasn't in his infancy. Nature Boy started that way before. If you watch his early videos, he started that way before. He just was manifest. We can go back to that video. He already manifested all of this. But
Yeah.
he had to draw a crowd in first, so he had to play the nice guy. He
And
was
that's
never
that's
right.
what
But
Solar is doing.
with Solar, I don't. My Spidey senses, I don't know yet, but he wants. He's a gem. They want to do their own thing their own way. He's not gonna jump into what Nature Boy is doing because that's not a Gemini. It's not. It's not. That's mutable air. It has to keep going. They has to be the ones themselves to say, I did justice or I did something for this world. And it has to be on their own merit. Not to say that he doesn't have some of Nature Boy. They all have some of Nature Boy in them. Every last one of them, because he taught them well. So they are gonna they all know how to manipulate. They all know how to think that they're messing with your minds. They all know how to live off donations. He have taught them all well. So it's a piece in Nature Boy in them. You are absolutely correct about that. It's the piece in Nature Boy because they've been there for so long. That's just like being in an abusive relationship, and especially if you're in an abusive relationship with a narcissistic person. Usually, when that girl break up with that narcissistic man, the next person she get with, she's gonna be more headstrong than him because she knows how to use, she knows how to think, she knows how to get stuff out of you, and she knows how to make you feel good. She knows how to make you because it was done to her. So now she becomes, even though she's not a narcissistic person, she now becomes a narc though. So, but I think they playing with fire, and I think that because of his daughter and what he's seen that was done to his daughter, is haunting the shit out of him so bad that maybe they're going to get together because he said, yo, she killed he's saying key words. You owe me a whole daughter. You killed my daughter.
And you stayed there and didn't say shit, Solar.
What was
So
he
miss
supposed to
me with
do?
the bullshit, bro. I don't care.
But
You
what was he
didn't go
supposed
to
to
the
do?
authorities. You didn't say, you know what? Oh my God, my daughter died. I need to go tell somebody what happened. I can't believe this happened. This is breaking my heart. I'm naming my song after my daughter. I'm naming myself. None of that has happened.
What they did, or Erwin, I'm gonna have to speak to you behind the scenes and mortals. I'm gonna have to speak to you behind the scenes too, right? But I'll speak to y'all behind the scenes. But I agree with that too, but I can't go. I can't really go because then I'm going down the. I'm going right along with Nature Boy. But the thing is, what he's hoping that if I tell first, you know how it is. If I tell first, it's always the one who tell first.
How does he know that Nature Boy hasn't already told?
None of them don't know nothing.
Exactly. So you can be on live all day long, throwing little bits and pieces here and there, trying to make us connect the dots to the clues that we know what you did to your daughter. But all this while, we don't know what's going on in that county jail and what's being said to his attorneys and the prosecution and the defense. We don't know what's being said. He's probably already cut a deal. He probably already know what he's being faced with. So he's talking. He's talking. A narcissist only thinks about himself. He don't care about nobody outside of his cell but him. He is in there protecting himself. So if anything happened to that baby, he's going to include every single body that was there at the time, whether they were in the bathroom or not. It don't matter. You were there and you knew what happened and you did not go to the authorities. So you have to pay for that. That's just like you being in your house right now and you see your family member have birth, the baby's alive, you hear the baby crying. 10 minutes later, she's wrapping up the baby and putting it in a trash bag, but you don't say nothing.
No,
you're just as guilty.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, Nay. But I always said, and you're 100% correct, sis. You still gotta pay too for that child.
Yeah, both of them
You
do.
you have to still, yeah, it doesn't get away. And
It-
even if you don't pay, we see you paying now. Cause that girl come into your dream, haunt you every freaking night. And you cannot all of a sudden, you cannot all, but like I said, I do see in a lot of videos, man, he was very, very disturbed. His mind has been messed up since then because, like I said, at the end of the day, what we can't take away is he only could have done so much while she's pregnant, right? And then even afterwards, it's like how much can they do? Like, she, um, Zoka, the gestational part, that's on Zoka. So her drinking and smoking and still having sneaking upstairs, letting the next man seed on her, the next man's seed. I mean, they have been. I mean, even though he's going to get his justice, but I'm glad. I am one thing. I'm glad he's letting it out slowly but surely. He's letting it out. He still has to pay the piper. He still has to pay the piper, but that been pent up in him for so long. It's been pent up a lot of times. So I really think that
He could have released that a long time ago. You choose. You make the decision to live with misery
mhm,
or secrets, or you know what I mean. Like you chose to keep whatever happened to baby love. You chose to keep that to yourself. So I'm not going to give you a round of applause because now you're talking about it because it's bothering you. I got to
mhm,
speak about it now. You
mhm,
did something to my child. Bro, this was almost 2.5 years ago. What have you done since? Nothing. Now it's bothering you this bad? Are you serious?
mm.
Seriously, it wasn't bothering you when you was rubbing his feet a couple of months ago. It wasn't bothering you when you was running his bath water and giving him massages. But now it's all of a sudden eating you up. You could have been gone to the authorities and told them what happened to that baby. Ben. So no, I don't he don't get no empathy from me. Because why do you feel bad now? Why right now? Why does it take why did it take him going to jail for all of a sudden you want to regurgitate and throw up all this pent up stuff that you have inside of you when it's been there? And you could have easily just walked out the house, walked up the street, called the police, and let them know, look, this is what's going on because that's what he's doing on the live. He's
Mhm.
telling us on the live. So why couldn't he just do that to the
I
authorities?
think now is he is the big bad wolf is in jail, and a lot of people has left before they all was together. Like me, I mean, like for us, the people who's doing content, they tell it all. We here for the shits. Now, the people who's not doing content and the people who's listening to you, no, this should have been done.
Yeah, because that speaks on your moral compass. You can't be all of a sudden you have morals and a conscience now. Like, excuse me? Like now he's the devil? Now you're God and he's not? Like what? It's always been that way, Solar. We have been screaming this. Every content creator, every follower, every supporter have been screaming what you are saying on live for years.
They say
And
he's
you
the
have
bus.
yet to do anything about it. I'm not going to give you a round of applause, and I'm not proud of him about nothing because he has not done anything. You're going to say on live, oh, the things I could say, the things I could tell the police that will put you under the jail. So are you going to tell them? Are you just toying with us? Like, that's not even funny.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
got so angry when he said that. I'm like, excuse me? So you know there's some really dark shit this man has done.
Yo,
And you're saying,
he
I don't,
said he beats them to a seizure. What did he say? Did you see it today?
I can't watch them for an extended period of time because they're I just can't. My temperament. So it was too long. I like kind of fast forward through it, and I saw bits and pieces that I wanted to add to my video, and that was it. I didn't listen to the whole thing because I didn't care because they're full of crap. Both of them are. Period.
All right,
Period.
so how do you feel about Velvet?
Velvet, I don't really keep up with her that much, but she's not innocent either. I think honestly, and I may sound like a real Jack A right now. I'm a Scorpio and I'm very blunt, but I feel like a lot of people coddle certain individuals, certain women, based on their soft tone, the way that they speak, the way that they look, because they're small and fragile. But that doesn't mean that they can't be evil and have been engaged in evil things. This girl still does not have a job. She has 2 children. What are you doing? She's living off of donations. Why are you still living off of donations? What the fuck are we donating to? What are we donating to? Like, I mean, can everyone just quit their jobs and just ask each other to donate to each other so we can pay our bills? You've been out of this cult for years. Go to school, get a skill. Get a job and stop posting your Cash App. What are we donating to? Your kids' diapers? Why are we responsible for that? Because you were in a cult that's known? No, it makes no sense to me. I'm a very logical thinker. I am. Velvet is a sweet person. She really is, and I'm really proud that she left that cult the way that she did. I'm proud that she filed charges on him, even though it was after the fact that Materia did.
She never filed charges. She only got a
A restraining order.
People gave her too much credit. I'm like, for what?
So I mean, that's okay. So what? Okay, you got good hair and pretty kids. That does not make you innocent. With Natiri, okay, you wear big old Afro synthetic puffs and glitter and wings. That don't make you innocent. Solar, you speaking all soft with your big pink lips and your little eye on your chest. I don't care. That don't make you innocent. Y'all did some raw things, bro. There's 3 videos of Natiri getting ready to fight a woman. Come on. But it's like everyone forgets that because now she's changed. She's no longer in her Muslim garb that she was forced to wear. Now she's wearing her crop top Lotus with her Afro puff and her wings, and now she's innocent, and now she has everyone on her side like she's done nothing wrong. And people are paying from readings from a person who was in an abusive sex cult. If you can't even read yourself to know better not to go to a cult repeatedly, you can't give me nothing. But people are paying for this because she's pretty and she speaks soft. That's the only reason.
Mildred, what job does she have? Now listen.
You're right. She plays on people's emotions, and there is a disorder for that. And I put that on my YouTube page, but I had to remove it.
Now remember, Mitchell, what job she has, number 1. Number 2, guys, what I do and what Amaru does is we report on what we see and the content.
That's it.
So if what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I'm loving your guest. She speaks. That's why I tell you I like this girl to bring her up here. Okay, no conspiracy theories and blame things and demonic forces. She makes them responsible for their actions, not blaming on a demon. On her bigger channel, she mentioned a job in retail.
Who did it, Period?
Not retail. You mean real estate. Or not real estate, but what her moms do. But my thing is this. Let's stop.
Girl, I got a job.
If we can talk about Nateri, yeah, they all damaged people. So we're going to leave it like that. But what I would say is we have to be fair.
Yes.
So we cannot give an excuse for one.
Right.
That's just like I'll give no excuses for because she was wicked back in the days, Miss Serenity. She used to start.
Oh,
She used to
girl.
start a lot of shit. She's the one
She
that
just
set.
sent me a friend request on
She
IG. How dare you?
she is the one who set up Yaya. Remember? She was jealous of Yaya. She put them damn thing, them batteries, and put them sweet nothings, and I showed videos of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So but she did and a lot of wicked stuff too. Keys may be gone, but let's not forget these people, they all witnessed what happened to Mama Dear also. So
Yeah.
we have to be fair. So we could say, if I could say something, well, about Solar, and then she gives her opinion, I have to respect that because it's also true. So if somebody says something about Velvet, we have to respect that too because it's also true. And if we could say she moved on with her life, then the same rule can apply for them. The same rule can apply for them. They went on with their life, and now they're saying what they're saying. The same rule. So if it doesn't apply for them, then it doesn't apply for her neither. We say good and bad. We're not. I keep telling you guys, we're not emotional invested. We
No.
just commentators. We do our job and we call it like we see it. But if you're going to give one person leniency, then you have to give them all leniency who left.
Right. Right. And people seem to pick and choose, which I don't understand. I don't understand what makes her so much more innocent than anyone else. I don't get it. I don't see it. I guess because I'm older and I can see through a lot of things. I have so much life experience. I don't understand these 20 something plus people that just fall for everything that she says and does. Like I want this same energy when Malia leaves, when Aya leaves, when Efru leaves. I want all of them to have the same support y'all giving to Terry. Because the only difference the only difference is that they left later. That's it. They all dealt with the same crap. They just
left
later.
later.
Yeah.
But they all still spent the same amount of time there because she was there from the first group.
Right.
The second group. She was there since the second group. So even though she left earlier, but she put in her years, they put in their years. They all put in their years. You know?
And watch how they get ostracized and blackballed, or quotation, whatever, once they leave. No one is going to have compassion for Malia. No one's going to have compassion for Zoka. No one's going to have passion for Aya or Efru because one, Zoka and Efru were the fighters. They were the most violent ones, right? Okay. Then people are not going to have compassion for Malia and Aya because they left their children. So they're not going to get no support. Velvet got support because she left with the baby and a new baby. So women gravitated towards that. Understandable. I get that. We're emotional beings. Okay, cool, fine. People gravitated towards Natiri because she doesn't have any kids. She's this freelance, hippie, creative singer, fairy.
No, they gravitated. Only reason why they gravitated to her, like her or not, she was the only one that said, I'm gonna get this ninja. She wasn't scared to get that ninja.
But what were her motives though?
Doesn't
Because
matter.
it's starting to look kind of convoluted because it's like, okay, you did this, you put this man in jail, and now you're with the man that you've been wanting to be with for years.
It doesn't matter at this point because she did what none of them was able to do, and that was go to the popo. How many times we tell people, why ain't go to popo? Why ain't go to the popo? She's the only one that went to the popo
to get what she wants.
It doesn't matter.
She had to remove him to get the Solar because she knew if he was in the picture, she would never, ever, ever, ever have Solar. Now, please, I'm not saying that this is the reason she did this. I'm just saying this is a possibility, or it could be added on to why she did
but
it.
It doesn't matter. She still did what none of them were able to do. and that was make him stand, go behind bars, which everybody. Remember, he used to preach. Oh, I ain't going behind bars. He thought he was special. And she showed him, really? Oh, really? She had the heart to do, even though it was done out of anger, even though it was done out of jealousy, even though it was done, we know the reasons why it was done, but it doesn't take away. It would not have been done if she didn't wake up and see her whole vagina on Twitter.
Yeah, but you also have to understand that her going to the police and filing that report against Ligio was just the candle on the cupcake. No one who is I don't know who no man, okay, who has been accused of CA or R is going to get arrested the way that he was. He has been watched for years because of all the illegal activity they have done across state lines. There, just because you are accused of CA, and you can Google it, no helicopter is going to come to your house. SWAT team is not going to come to your house. News teams are not going to come to your house. There's a lot of crap that we don't know, but they use her filing a report on him as a reason to go get him, to put him behind bars, to do what they need to do.
Right. So we cannot say that the hatred that she had for him.
Oh, that comment right there. That charge him for infecting those people too. That's a crime. You are absolutely right. Yes, ma'am. Because the attorneys can subpoena their doctor, their medical records prior to going to carbonation. And if they're tested for anything positive after being in that cult, that falls back on Eligio. You are absolutely right.
No, you got to remember, even though Nene done this before, listen carefully. You have to remember the cops figure, oh, we're going to use her. We don't know if she was sent in to do this, because she kept going back and she kept being humiliated on top of being humiliated. And like I said, regardless of what her reasons are, number one, she's not worse than this piece of shit. She ain't got nothing compared to him. But he put the nail in his coffin when he thought, oh, okay, let me put this on Twitter. Did you see the video?
I saw I have stuff backed up in storages and clouds.
At that point, he deserved it. Because we don't know what would have happened if he didn't show her spread eagle so the whole world couldn't see it. Like, anybody couldn't call this educational. Now,
yeah, but you can go to Pornhub and watch him, Sheba, and Velvet give him fellatio, and then you can go to Pornhub and watch him doing Aya. They all do. That's their vein.
That's their vein. But this is Twitter. It's not Pornhub.
That was Twitter. Yeah.
Right. And then it's the way he did it. And Natureboy thought that he could not be stopped.
True.
So it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter the meaning or the reasoning why she did it. Even if he do get off, it took that Capricorn energy to say, whoa, fix your ass. I tell you, Capricorn destroy your life, baby. Try to tell you. They destroy your life. Keep messing with them. Y'all Scorpios do too. Y'all Stingers do too. She was the honeypot, and he left that white cop in there for a few days to reinforce what was reported. Because it got to the point that he had so many demons up in. I don't even know who the man. I don't even know if he knew who he was anymore. He had so many demons and entities, like we were saying before, up in his ass.
Legion, yeah. Playing with shit he don't know nothing about.
Exactly. You playing with all these different things. Like I said, I'm gonna share something with you. but maybe someone was wearing a wire because they was out there. They Ben was out to get them. They Ben was out to get him. They Ben was out to get him. Remember, he been doing this before Nateri, after Nateri, but Terry was the Capricorn energy was the only one brave enough to say this motherfucker. No, he didn't.
I mean, how many times were the police called to that 2993 Arbor Chase apartment? After a while, the police are going to start looking at you like, what the fuck? And then you have people like, I'm not going to say myself, but there's a lot of people behind the scenes that people don't know of that call police stations, that call CPS, that call news channels all the time, whether we get responses or not. We send out those emails. We make those phone calls. So eventually they're like, okay, what is up with this dude? Who is this man? You know what I mean? Even though they probably already knew that, like the FBI, but the Georgia law enforcement didn't know what was going on until they start getting all of these phone calls. Like, what is happening over here? What is this about?
God.
And that's when they start getting watched.
Immortal gonna kill me, right? Immortal, you gonna kill me right now. But I forgot I'm on my Sugar Love channel. I'm not on my Tony T channel.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna get on because I need to eat. So
no, but that's something I need for you to see.
Oh, okay.
But it's in my Instagram.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to go into my Tony T, do a Tony T real quick. I'm gonna go on. You're gonna come on, and we're gonna go right back off. You're gonna get a better understanding.
Okay.
I keep forgetting that I'm because what happened is Sugar Love is my main channel.
Okay.
But when Sugar Love got in trouble, I had to do my Tony T. And Tony T got in trouble, right? And then I had to go back to Sugar Love. And then I tell you that chick had my other page, my little sugar page, but she didn't know what sugar it was. And that just took my little bootleg page.
Oh my God.
I was like, boop, you got the sugars mixed up. You closed the wrong page. And when I went in on Velvet Ass, I went on her relentlessly. And then I took it off. And that's only because I have respect for her mother.
Yeah.
Because her mother's a beautiful. Her mother gave. You ever see the interviews I did with her mother?
I don't think so.
Yeah, but that's because we didn't know about each other then, but now we know. But I'm going to end this, and then I need for you to come back because you need to see some things, right?
Okay.
And so it's gonna be on my Tony T. So if you can't find Tony T, I'm going to I'm gonna share it on my community page.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go through stuff like really quick, and then I'm gonna end this. I'm going to Tony's T, but I'm only going in to come right back out. So take your little 5 minutes.
Yeah, I need to scarf this
because
down
being that you're in this and I like you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, girl. Like I said, we talk out even when that thing came down. I'm like, girl. I was talking right along with it because I see, then they try to paint you to be there. I'm like, oh, she going off. Yeah, girl, going off. They better leave me the fuck alone because when I got finished with Velvet Ass, girl, because that's what made me start actually when she first left,
and
then took them people money. She birthed me in the section because I was mad as hell.
Oh my God, I remember that. Yeah,
and I went in, and then I get nothing but the haters. One thing I don't get, being that I'm not like emotionally invested. You really think I care what you say? Y'all got me twisted. Once I cut this off, none of this exists. I'm back to my own life.
Right.
Like some people they're like, really, no, I'm a commentator. This is my job. I don't have no time to have feelings and emotions because them are not my feelings and emotions. I deal with people in real life.
Right.
Like I work with my community in real life. I help people like in real life. And then so once this is off, let's be cool. Like, and then I'm gonna give you my email. But I gotta get you now because I know I'm gonna catch you again. But I'm going on my Tony T. So look on my Sugar Love community board so you can click right in. And my guys, I love all of you guys. I appreciate all you guys. And I might come. Oh no, I cannot come back on here. I forgot. I got my program. I got to go to bed early. But I really got to shed some light, set some things for you. Okay, Immortal.
Okay.
A lot of these things you may know already, but okay.
Okay.
Now, guys, I'm ending. I'm going on my other chick.